We got Tommy. What's cracking, buddy?
Hey, happy birthday, Corey. My birthday's in 3 days. 4 days.
How old are you, Tommy?
Old as shit. I'll be 47.
Don't say that. You can't say that because you know why you can't say that? Because I think we're the same age for a couple months.
Yeah, me too.
That's why you can't say that.
I know.
Sentinel, what's cracking, buddy? Bring it in, Sentinel.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
We got our resident Ravens fan. He's a Florida man, folks. We got Levi.
Hey, Levi.
Hello,
and from the East Coast in enemy territory, we got Melissa. What's up?
You guys.
What's
up?
Yeah,
Hey,
Steve-O wanted 5 minutes to say his piece, so if I see him hop on, we might all go backstage for a minute. I'm gonna let him rant.
Who?
Steve-O.
Oh, God. Diary of the Mouth.
I'll let him go off about.
Okay, yo. I didn't know.
I think he wants to go off about audibles, which is something I don't talk about a lot. I just mentioned once, like, I don't know, a month ago. I don't see him doing that much. Then this last game, you hear it. You hear him kill into the third play call.
Dress up day.
Only for the cool kids.
Hey, look at Sponge.
Spongy's a pimp.
Who are you supposed to be?
Spongy's a pimp.
That's Scrub Daddy. That's the persona of Scrub Daddy.
No, no.
He took it to the next level.
I just remembered. It's EC1. What's up, EC1?
Everybody knows Scrub Daddy scrubs that cash. Money laundering at its finest. Scrub Daddy.
No.
We'll scrub your cash.
No, hey, that's EC1. It's an Eagles YouTuber.
Miami is the capital of money laundering.
All right, y'all. I busted out the mullet.
You look like a girl I dated.
Bro, I need a haircut so bad. Your boy's about to have a real life.
That guy is like the tiger or lion guy. Who is that?
Oh no, not that guy.
That's this hair right here.
Oh
Tiger
my
King.
god. Y'all don't understand. In Myrtle Beach, there's a whole thing with Doc Antle, who runs this safari thing, and he was really good friends with the Tiger King, and the FBI raided his property too.
I would have.
You can look it up. FBI raids Doc Antle.
His most
Safari.
famous.
Now there's a show about
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Now there's another Netflix show with a woman who like sleeps with an ape.
Oh God.
What?
Nice.
Levi, I put the red hoodie on for you because I had to cover up my orange shirt for Halloween because I didn't want to upset you.
What's the orange shirt?
I was just wearing a plain orange tank top underneath, and I was like, you know what? I can't do that. Like, that's just too mean.
Flashbacks to Cleveland. Oh my gosh. I tweeted out at the wife of our GM right after that game, and I'm like, go back to my live stream. Watch. The moment y'all made this, I was like, they need to run the ball right here. And then y'all made a boneheaded play. And I was like, you know, if we lose this game, you can come back to this moment right here. Before we even snapped the ball, I knew what we should have been doing game plan and clock management wise, but apparently the guys that are being paid millions of dollars to manage our team did not understand clock management.
Hey, I do want to say real quick, people. You know, speak of that.
It took me a minute to get to the joke, Melissa. That was a good joke, actually.
Speak of that.
No, seriously, it's orange for real. Like, I don't know if you could tell.
Speak of that.
See, orange.
Hold on.
You want to hear a good joke, Spongy?
If I
honestly thought it was a shirt that says "I heart the Florida man," but you know, it's just
all I can say. I want to say one piece. Y'all know the draft is my thing. Like, the draft has always been my thing. It's how I want to be a scout. It's why I started doing my draft specials. One of my guys from my draft special who went undrafted is now making the national headlines. Jalen Coker down there in Carolina.
We'll see.
Now their new number one wide receiver. I mean, yeah, it's a long season. It's a long season, but it's just one of those ones.
Well, here's the thing. You have problems with your secondary, so you sign a wide receiver. What's going on?
Oh, I'm not talking about my team at all. I'm talking about.
Well, Levi, I want to get into something real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Sponge. I want to say this though. The thing that caught, I didn't know anything about Jalen Coker. Nothing. Watching the. Go ahead.
I have had a great week when it comes to the Ravens. Okay? First, I predicted the Deontay Johnson trade.
Yup.
Second, I predicted the Browns game.
A pick swap? You fucking kidding me, man?
I predicted the Hopkins trade.
We don't need a wide receiver.
No way, we got Ricky Pearsall.
We got Purcell, Cowing, freaking Jennings, Debo. And then, you start going deep in the bench. You got Conley, and then, eventually you get the bell. But
Ward, the loss of his dog was the 1-year-old daughter, Javarius Ward, y'all's cornerback.
Yes.
That was heartbreaking.
Amani Joy Ward.
Too bad.
That might, I'm going to say something crazy here. That might have saved him from getting traded. I had recently heard he was on the trade wire for the Niners. Just because he's a free agent, he's probably going to walk already.
I also think,
steal a pick and give Ricardo Green more.
I also think they're just trying to get a sense of his value.
And they might be, but dude, there's like no way you could trade that dude after that happened. Like, no fucking way. But my thing with Jalen Coker, I had no knowledge on this kid. I was watching my combine. You can go back and watch me live make these calls. But watching him at the combine, instantly, I'm like, all right, this kid looks like his route running. He's actually getting to the depth he's supposed to get. His route running just looks so much better. And the thing is this, me and David McNider have talked about this a little bit. The combine is a lot of numbers. But this was a kid from a small school that was there to prove a point. And when all his peers didn't maybe take it as seriously, you could see the mental that this kid was hungry and he wanted it. And he had good route running. He had solid measurables. He's a 4.5 guy, so he's not like going to break you with speed, maybe 4.44. But he wanted it. He showed it with route running at the combine, and now he's getting his chance in Carolina as an undrafted rookie.
Yeah, I think he's more the wide receiver 2 down there behind him.
Hey, hold on. Does anyone remember what I call the combine?
The Underwear Olympics.
Yes.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying. Me, I like it. I feel you though on that. I can understand where David McNider's coming from on that because a lot of the numbers are overblown.
I would have more respect for it if it was on grass and they were in full uniform.
I would love to wear a
I'm losing the bullet because it's itchy.
Hey, Levi, I gotta ask you real quick. Do you really think he's gonna show out with Bryce Young as his quarterback?
No, sir.
That's the thing. DJ Moore put up numbers down there with no quarterback play and no O-line. It can happen.
It's the worst.
The thing is this, no matter what, I'm just glad to see him succeeding. And it's just one of those ones, like I told people, if I had been a GM, there's no way he would have got out. I would definitely spent a 7th round pick on that guy. Are you serious? Like,
so did
limited
you
snaps. So we still got a long season.
Getting a better offense? Is that what you did?
Say what?
Did they address the defense by getting more offense? Was that their answer? No, I'm serious because
I'm talking about the Ravens.
No, seriously, yeah, the Ravens. Because I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying because there's really nobody available for DBs right now that's worth adding to your squad. So
the problem actually go watch Ben Kirk, the quarterback guy from Green Bay, and who else? You know who I'm talking about, Sponge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So go watch Kirk. He did a wonderful breakdown. I think if you were on Twitter, I'd say go watch because I reposted it. The Ravens DBs are not playing bad. We don't need defensive backs. And of course, last game, no Marlon Humphrey, no Nate Wiggins. That definitely hurts a little bit. But the problem wasn't the play; it was the scheme. Zach Orr and the defense was never – you had guys having to run 20 yards because the way they were trying to disguise the defense. And like Kurt said, stop this disguise bullshit. You're not fooling anyone. You're only putting yourself in automatic plays like where it's the easiest read for someone to take a halfback. When I have a free safety who's 20 yards away from the halfback on the far side and opposite side, and he's got man coverage or the flat where the halfback's going on the opposite side of the field. So he's covering closer more to 30 yards. That's a free gimme throw every time and we are allowing too many yards after the catch. But at the same time, Baltimore corners coming into that Cleveland game had the lowest separation scored in the NFL. So they were on top of guys. Last game was bad. We've had bad communication issues. We're putting ourselves into bad situations when we could, and like I called out in the last game, we were only rushing 4 a lot of times. And every time we rushed 4, Jameis Winston ate us alive and tore apart our zone defense. And every time we blitzed, You can go back and actually, Cole Jackson, Road Graders, did a great piece on this one. He showed when we blitzed, Jameis threw almost every forced interception. But at the same time, when we didn't rush anyone, when we only brought 4, he was like 18 to 20 something for like 200 plus yards and touchdowns. Like,
well, I've also
it's
been giving
frustrating to
you,
watch.
I've also been giving you and the Ravens crap about not passing the ball. So you just added another wide receiver. So now all the wide receivers that you have already that are good and likely and all that.
That's to replace Nelson
don't get
Aguilar.
I just want it to make sense from it. I'm not trying to make fun of you at all.
Oh, so here's where it makes sense. So the Ravens basically essentially flipped the pick, 6 for a 5th in this trade.
Okay.
We got a 6th, they got a 5th, and we got Deontay.
Thank you very much.
Here's where it really makes sense. We're only on the hook for $600,000 of Deontay's salary.
Wow.
Carolina. We're paying less than the veteran minimum for Deontay, and his job is going to be coming in, one, taking over Nelson Aguilar, the veteran snaps. We're already, I think, considering him. Deontay Hardy, the free agent addition, went to IR. Never liked the signing to start with. Tylan Wallace, we just brought up a guy from the practice squad, Collier, who messed up 2 kick returns yesterday in his first action. There is rumors right now that Deontay Johnson could be returning kicks for the Ravens.
That would be an answer.
And that would be what we need because we're one of the worst special teams in the NFL.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much.
Hello, meet the Niners.
Hold on. I'm sure you're
and
ranked
Deontay Johnson has
31st.
the 4th. Deontay Johnson has the 4th lowest drop rate, like in the past 5 years, out of all wide receivers.
That's how I look at Neighbors, man. Neighbors sucks everything in, man.
Dude, he's a monster. Can you imagine next year when they get a quarterback? Because they will. They're going quarterback.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
Exactly. The only thing holding
Hey.
Sorry.
So we're 18 minutes in right now. Corey Davis's birthday was yesterday. We're going to need to have a moment of silence.
We're 14 minutes in.
Yeah. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Tell us when.
Moment of silence for Corey.
Okay.
And there we are. I miss you,
31
buddy.
seconds because Corey said fuck all 31 other teams.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
What he would always say.
Happy late birthday.
So, let's say hi to the chat because everyone's here before we get down to business. We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. What's good, buddy? He's everywhere. Even Jackbox streams. Terror Dome, what's cracking, man?
What up?
Hi, Terror Dome.
You could DM me your picks on Twitter. If you Google NFL pick sheet week 9 pick sheet 2024, it'll come right up. Of course, you got me gambling my points. Of course. We got Papa J. Whoa.
I was explaining
Papa
the love
J,
is
there
pain
you are.
t-shirt to
There
my
you are,
girlfriend.
buddy. What's up, Papa J?
You call him
What's
Papa
cracking,
J? I call him Papa J.
We got Carcast, aka Under the Helmet. Dawn Dodson, what's in the building? She's always here. She's faithful.
It's Dawn of the Dead for Halloween.
Well, there's Tommy. There's Tommy before he hopped on, saying hello to the world.
Hey, fairies.
I'm doing better. Thank you for asking. Tommy kind of guilted me in the DM, so I made sure that I would be here today.
Hey, Levi, where's your
Did you
costume?
win
Are you
anything?
dressed
Did you
up
win
as
anything?
Levi's head of security.
I'm ready to fight
says-
Big Dom.
Hold on, you're putting the Florida man ahead of security?
She about to get wild, boy.
We have to get
All right, guys.
in somewhere.
I have a proposal. Friday night. We all
What
have
is
to-
that? Your pet alligator? He's part of my security team.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Friday night, we all have to come up dressed as something.
Gators would be great on checking perimeter. You know what I mean? Like checking the perimeter.
You know what's funny is NASA uses gators for security near their landing strips. I've been to Kennedy.
They
Space
do.
Center.
Other
They,
people
they
use
do.
the-
It's a very good deterrent.
There are
It is.
prisons use geese around the prison.
I've seen that in China.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
All right, so by one game,
Make
we're
geese great
about to
again.
talk about who won this last week. She did really good.
Not me.
So Corona went 12-4, and David, if you're listening, you didn't win, buddy. You're up there, but you didn't win.
I only got 2 losses
John-
this past week.
It was
John
in-
Jay went 10-6, and Melissa won the
Yeah.
week at 14-2.
Wow.
I would have been
So-
15-1 if it wasn't for the Ravens or the Vikings. Either or. Those are the 2 that I got wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Both purple teams lost. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But then we got YTC went 11-5, and I didn't get his picks. He's not sending them to me, so I'm not announcing them. I'll still collect them though because he does a show with them. I got to make him send them to me though.
So,
Captain Niner went 13-3. He was 1 game back.
Well, bully for that guy.
Kenny, you're 2 games back. This is your best week of the year at 12-4. Spongy, you went 7-9. It's not your best week. It's not your worst week.
Oh.
Levi
I
went
got
10-6, which
That might have been my best week.
yeah, buddy, it actually is.
10-6. I take.
Hey, it's all. We got to get warmed up too. I haven't had a good going at it. Sentinel went 10-6. Dawn went 12-4. Tommy went 11-5. I went 11-5, which is that's kind of weird. I got 3 weeks in a row with 11 wins.
I would've
Tony
went
went 9-7.
If it wasn't for that
8-8. Huh? Oh, you watching? You don't watch the baseball game, Tommy.
No, the
DC went 7-9. Joe went 7-9. Terradome went 10-6. Crazy Juice went 12-4. Chad Schrader went 10-6, and Papa J, you went 12-4, buddy. You did really good.
Papa J.
so I think I know why. David McNiner. I think I know why YTC didn't send
Wait,
you.
I didn't even know what I got. I didn't hear it.
So let's wish YTC's. He was in the hospital this week because of his mom,
Sorry.
and
Oh,
that's
no.
why he's been away from YouTube for a while. So I want to.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fully understand. Yes, 10-6 is definitely respectable, Terradome. It is. It
McNiner,
is.
what did I get? I honestly didn't
Not
hear
in
it.
this house. It's not.
You didn't hear me?
No, I never heard you.
Oh, well, no. Well, hold on. Are you trying to rub it in? You went 12-4.
Oh, okay, thank you. No, I did bad. I said it was going to be an easy week, but look out for the upsets. That's what I said. 12-4, that's not bad.
Hey, Levi, if it makes you feel better, my worst week was 4-12.
That was
which
your
a couple
first
weeks
one,
ago.
Oh,
I think that's my average.
Your first week
I
was
did
also.
that I think I did that 2 years ago with Korey. I was 4-12, and then that started like a streak of me actually being. I hadn't been negative in years before that. It was like, man, this year I'm not doing too hot though. 1, 2, 3 weeks straight. Weeks 1 through 3, I was negative.
Oh, wow.
Although, you know what
that's not-
game got me nervous as hell was that Bears-Commanders game.
Not for
Oh
me.
my goodness!
Jaden
That
Daniels.
is
I
why
was watching
you
it.
do
I was
not
like,
talk.
just someone's telling me. Like, look, a Bears fan said it best. He said his team, the way the offense played, they didn't deserve to win that game. So it is what it is.
Hey, no.
I saw
no.
what the
Don't you
Tyreek
take that
Stevenson
away
thing,
from the
right?
Washington Commanders.
Yep.
The
Listen,
salary.
Why
I
you
had
do not
Jaden.
talk.
I was sitting there on Sunday morning thinking, am I going to start Jaden? If he pulls one little thing, he's not going to play. I'm going to lose my fantasy week. But I said, screw it. This guy has gotten me here this whole time. I'm going to play this MFer. And I beat the guy in first. And now guess who's in first, baby? 7 wins in a row in fantasy.
Kenny,
Good stuff.
wait, Kenny, real quick. Did you listen to the mic up for this past week?
To who?
Did you listen to the mic up this past week? You know,
Nothing
like they have
for
a
the
league-wide
Niners.
mic'd up?
Will for sure now. Yes.
Okay, well, at the very beginning of it, because I didn't get to finish it, but at the very beginning of it, they showed the Hail Mary, right? And then they showed Jaden Daniels celebrating right along his sideline, and he's like, "I'm like that," and he just like starts charging and ripping his helmet off and like celebrating with his friends. And I was just like, somewhere Kirk Cousins is gonna hear this and he's gonna be all pissed off that they're using his thing. On
You like that?
Commanders.
I'm like that.
He played he actually played a good game, and he was hurt, and he got the win, and he was the number 2 pick guy. He beat the number 1 pick guy. It was
Bro,
he
he clutched
maintained
that
his
game up for
MVP, like rookie of the year, like aura that's around him right now. And then he does the interview after, not even sweating, dude. Cool as a cucumber, chilling there.
Hey,
with,
the best part was
Meanwhile, Anthony Richardson got to come out for a play.
Hey, you know what the best part was? Noah Brown was the one that got the Hail Mary. Cowboy fans hated on him so much, and now it's like all their former players are doing well around the league away from the Dallas Cowboys.
And did you see the guy who was like, there was a Bears player who was
Tyreek
talking
Stevens.
to somebody on the sideline, and then
Tyreek
he's like
Stevenson.
talking shit, and then he runs over. He's
Yep.
the one who tips the
He's
ball,
the one who tips
and
it.
it goes right to the other.
And he was supposed to be on Brown in the end zone.
And they were pointing to the Bears fans
thought
were
they
pointing
won.
and yelling at him, telling him to turn around and the play had been started.
That was why you watch football, in my opinion. Those moments are so awesome. You just don't know what the hell is going to happen. It's really
Eberflus is an
also why you
awful
knock the
coach,
ball
though.
down. You
Hey, I'll
don't
say
tap
something
it,
else
you
real
knock
quick.
Mile High
it down.
Miracle stuff.
Here's something else I'll say to everyone here because it does matter. I mean, he's gone for us, but Adam Peters strikes again.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
the weird
yes,
thing, Kenny?
yes.
You know
I'm sorry, but did you see what John Lynch brought in this year?
Absolutely.
And almost the entire rookie class is balling right now,
You're 100%.
except for Kingston, who got cut and got grabbed by Carolina.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Peters' last draft, I was not a fan of. I was ready to move on from him, but I just wanted to mention that Adam Peters. There he is. Great. Good stuff,
All right,
man.
we got Terror Dome.
What's up, Terror
But
Dome?
you know
What's
the
up, my
last
people?
couple
I love the
drafts,
shirts, Terror
I
Dome.
don't think the Niners have done so hot. The first draft without Adam Peters.
Good for us.
Look at it.
Those
So the whole time,
those
has
were the
it
guys
actually
that took
been
the
Adam
ball
Peters?
from Mookie Betts last night. They were good fellas, you know. Did
Oh, God.
y'all see
Can
we
one of
not
them?
talk about the Yankees,
This
please?
is a football channel. This is a football channel.
I cheered for that. I'm sorry. I didn't give a damn.
That's
Terror
how
Dome, I love you.
Like being in the
I love
Bronx
you
and
wearing Joe
watching-
Pesci right now, who's a
watching Muggy.
Jersey legend, but no Yankees, please. I beg of you. I beg of you.
All right. So hey,
And you're a Phillies fan?
It was a lot.
No, I just can't stand Yankee fans that live in Jersey. Specifically, my
We're
we're gonna
brother.
start the picks. We're gonna
Always
start the
good
picks,
to
folks.
All right, let's
Chad
let's
Schrader's
go.
here.
Late.
That's our signal. That's our signal. See, we got Chad Schrader in the building.
Chad enters. Yeah.
I
So
didn't get my
week
sheet.
9.
I didn't get the sheet, Dave. You said the link. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I was,
all right.
I was
Well,
commiserating.
It's weird. It's weird how I have to send it because my phone makes me have to do all kinds of different things to send it on Twitter and
Well,
social media.
I'll
It'll
just-
let me
I'll just
send
send it
it'll let
to
me
you.
send a PDF text message.
Yeah,
Dude.
like you're at a desktop. I know, man.
It's
I know.
like, man.
I'll make it easy on you. Just give me a sec or two, and then I'll just write them down, and I'll take a picture.
Oh,
and
I was
send
gonna
it
say,
to you.
do Google week 9 pick sheet 2024 and watch the first line.
All right,
We living in different algorithms, buddy.
9 pick sheet.
It really is true, man. Like I
Oh,
tell you, if you're having a disagreement with someone, they probably just live in a
Damn,
different
yeah, you on it.
algorithm
You on
than
it, dog on it. All right, brother.
Yeah, that's it's how I get it. You know.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna start getting like all kinds of DMs with pick sheets and people making picks when I have like 50 people in the.
That's why you got to move to ESPN Pick'em League. Just do it through Pick'em so you can do it all online.
That'd be sweet.
I'm in one with Payo
So hold
time
on.
with like 100
We're on
people.
week 9,
All right.
game 1.
I'm gonna
We're
pull
on
up my
game 1.
list.
Let's focus. We're on
It's
game 1.
Doing Texans Jets. Is that where we're starting?
It's
Mhm.
the Texans at the
Yeah.
New York Jets.
On Halloween.
On
Excellent.
Well, I'm gonna
Halloween
pick
night. Look at
Texans.
that. Trick or treat.
Should I just start off with who I pick so y'all know who not to?
Sure.
I
I'll
want
volunteer first.
Corona to pick.
I
first.
volunteer for
Well,
a tribute.
Corona picked the Texans. It's John Jay.
Thank you
John
very
Jay, what do you got, buddy?
All right. I take the Texans.
Yeah, I don't think Saleh was the problem.
No, he
But
certainly
now
was.
he's the offensive advisor for the Green Bay Packers. Make sense. All
And I
right,
still
Melissa,
think
you're
that
up.
Tanked last week for him. Did that on purpose.
I picked the Houston Texans. There's no way I'm picking Gang Green at that awful tuna can in the Manlands.
It's hard to pick the Jets. Huh?
Tuna can.
And you know what the worst part is? Richard Sherman's going to be there on Halloween night just to make their nights absolutely miserable because he's pissed as hell that they fired Saleh the way they did.
It was
Nice.
dirty. It was really dirty.
And the reason why he's helping out on the offense is they can't keep Jordan Love healthy. And so he's supposed to be helping along with the maturation of Malik Willis and making the young receivers be able to read defenses better. Especially this week, they're facing the Lions. So I kind of predicted that he'd go to the Packers because, you know, they're each other's best men. They're really close, him and LaFleur.
Yeah, she did.
But it makes sense why he's there. And I don't think LaFleur is ever going to be stupid enough to be like Bill Belichick and make a DC and OC for him. But as an advisor, it makes total sense. The Packers are still one of the youngest groups out there.
So YTC is on injured reserve.
Non-injured football list.
That's right. Not football injury list.
Yeah, there's new
First,
Cronin.
jury duty last week.
Keep up.
I don't think they'll ever call me back after.
I went to jury
Anyway.
with a broken leg.
Hey, jury duty's jury duty.
Don't talk to me about jury duty.
But so Captain takes the Texans. Kenny, who you taking?
I just can't pick the Jets right now, so I'm going to take the Texans, even though their O-line is horrible, and they're down to their third wide receiver as wide receiver 1, and they're not going to be able to really run the ball this week, so it sounds like a recipe for disaster and a win for the Jets, but I can't pick the Jets the way they've been playing. They should have won the last 3 games, and they haven't, so I'm taking the Texans.
All right.
Texans.
Spongy, who you taking, buddy?
Excuse me.
Spongy? He is here, right? Oh, he's on mute. He's on mute.
Maybe he's getting whooping.
Private chat, maybe I see something in private chat.
Hold on. He's doing, I know what he's doing, his homework. Oh, well, who you taking, Spongy? Texans at Jets.
Sorry.
Texans?
Your
Levi,
favorite
you're
team.
next, buddy.
He's picking
The Jets have let me down over and over and over. This, I think, will be a low scoring game, to be honest with you. Both defense. But I think Mixon's going to have a big day for the Texans, but I'm still going to go underdog Jets on this. Aaron Rodgers has got to get it rolling eventually.
That's what we keep
underdog here.
Don't worry, Aaron Rodgers.
Levi, doesn't he have like a streak going back to before the London game against the Vikings of ending the game on an interception?
Maybe. I need to go hit him up and be like, yo, let's get your mind right, Aaron.
It's the multiverse. They've all turned into like one form of Favre.
If anyone was ever giving me a shot, it'd be him.
Love, Favre, and Rodgers are all like multiversing now.
All right, Sentinel. Uh-oh.
Texans.
Oh, is he doing a test? Texans? Sweet. Dawn takes the Texans. Chad Schrader, if you're listening, buddy, you want to make a pick, go for it.
Chad? Chad.
Tommy, where you at? Oh, he's in the chat.
I'm here.
He's cooking, bro. He's cooking.
All right, Tommy. Texans
Can you hear me?
Jets.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can't.
Okay. I think I'm going Houston, even though an upset sounds good here. And I just want to make it clear that I should be at 12-4. That freaking Hale Jaden came out of nowhere.
He was worthless that week until that.
Ooh, John Jay, you should bet 10K, buddy. You would have got like 30 on that.
Wait, Tommy, you actually believed in Caleb Williams?
Yeah, I picked him to win.
I dropped.
That's
Caleb.
like almost end of the world like craziness.
I dropped Caleb. People
So,
are crazy.
so it's my pick, and unfortunately, y'all picked the same team I picked, the Texans.
Except for me.
Levi did
Tony
pick the
picked
Jets.
Texans.
Levis.
Lily picked the Jets. Lily did.
Oh, you and
BC
Lily?
picked the Jets.
Good
Joe
company, Guru.
Joe has not sent me his picks yet, so hopefully he'll send them before the game tomorrow. Okay, all right. Steve-O's not going to make it. I was going to allow him to rant.
Oh.
I wanted to hear his
I love
diary of the
Steve-O's
South
rants.
Part
And
2.
another
I
thing.
wanted to, I wanted to hear his rant. That would have been good. Terror Dome, what do you got, buddy?
That's where you clip it into a 60-second short.
This is it short week, out of conference, travel. Stephon Diggs is out. It's got to be the New York Jets. It's got to be the Jets.
Yeah, there are certainly a lot of things against the Texans this week.
It got to be the Jets. It has to be the Jets.
I keep picking them. It's got to
if
hit
it is
eventually.
not-
It's got to hit eventually.
That's what I've been saying for 3 weeks. with the Jets.
They got to catch up this time.
All I heard is Kenny is a quitter.
Yeah.
But what?
If he
Wait,
doesn't hit.
isn't CG mostly out again on an injury, like a serious injury?
Who, Stephon?
John
No,
Mechie
CJ
breakout
Mosley
game.
from the Jets defense.
Oh,
We didn't
Oh.
trade for him.
he's not
Rob
playing.
D's playing. I actually keep 4 open slots on the back just in case
CJ
people
Mosley
slide
officially
in.
ruled out with a head injury.
Head.
T. Adams, the safety, leg out. Vera Tucker, their guard, out. Their other guard, Newman, out. Alan Lazard, out. Morgan Moses, the starting right tackle, is
Hold on.
questionable.
Winning.
Well, Rob D picked the Jets to have the most crying fans.
Rob
My
D.
I mean,
Rob D and the Heezy.
to be fair, though, let's talk Texans. Nico Collins, IR. Stephon Diggs, Ir. Linebacker Al Shahir, their starting linebacker, out. Damian Pierce,
shit.
out.
They're
Jordan,
old.
They got Devin White.
IR. Patterson, their center, out. Ward, their safety, out. Like, both teams are fucking.
Yeah,
Give
but
me
they
a
have
word,
D'Amico,
man.
they have
I'll
CJ.
say-
Okay, but Levi, like even if it's a short week, you don't think that CJ Stroud can attack right down the middle of the Jets D line and go right
Joe
at
Mixon-
Solomon
Joe-
Thomas and
Joe Mixon's gonna
Javon
have a big
Kinlaw
day.
and knock them both over?
Joe Mixon's gonna have a big day. 28th
I will
ranked
say
run
though,
defense in the
CJ's been
Jets.
taking a big.
John
McDonald
Mechie
can
breakout
pass
game.
rush. Let me give you this.
Yo, we're only on game 1.
Okay, sorry.
We're only on game 1.
Run it at the right side of the Jets on your O line.
It sounds like this show needs to be
an
an hour.
It sounds like what?
We might have to start this show an hour earlier. Is what it sounds like.
Hey, it's always started at the time it starts.
We can call it
goes back
pregame.
years. It always starts at the time it starts.
For how many years?
It's like Gandalf
But
says,
it
the wizard
is-
arrives
They
exactly.
are-
I got looking, and
Yeah.
I think 2022 was the first year Corey started doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like the
Corey,
Bible. You can't change it.
Corey chose 7
Yeah.
o'clock. Corey chose 7 o'clock for a reason, and we honor him by still going at 7.
And it's 8 o'clock where I'm at.
I know.
So, you know,
And it's
That's true.
it's like what?
10:30.
Yeah.
David,
Where
I
I'm
was gonna
at.
say it's about 10:30 where Levi's at too.
you guys are.
Game 2.
10:30.
Game 2. Ooh. What is it? I haven't elected a trash bowl yet.
We'll get there.
I'm sure we'll
Or
smell
a
it.
toilet bowl. Well, there's the toilet bowl right there. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot
I see-
believe
I
I
see
lost.
it
My
for
lock of the
sure.
week was bullshit.
You put some
Wow.
in it.
It's got to be that.
No,
game with
yeah, it's got to be
Carolina.
one of the next games. I
I'll
How
go
did the
with
Ravens
division
do
match.
that to me?
There we go.
Me and you both.
I
So
put
the
that in
next
lock of my
game-
week, but I didn't say that it's a divisional game, so you should never say that for a lock of the week.
So the next game. No, that's the trash. That's the trash bowls. The division, our interdivisional game.
Yep.
So we got the Cowboys at the Falcons.
That's so rude.
Corona is sleeping on the couch, folks. He picked the Falcons.
Why did the Dodgers lose?
No.
No, Kenny, his wife's a Cowboys fan.
Yep.
Oh,
So every time he picks against them, he sleeps on the couch.
Well,
Yeah,
at least
he
you'll
picks
never
them,
be
but he's
expecting a
not.
ring.
So,
Take a
Dante,
Cole
who
out.
you picking
Sorry.
here?
I'm gonna take Corona read my brain. I'm picking the Falcons for some reason. I don't trust this Dallas team. They're really like someone who I know. They're ass.
Ooh,
Ooh.
You know an ass?
Like it.
went right to the ass.
Because Cowboys
Melissa,
fans were
you're
talking.
next.
Cowboys fans were talking
I
crap.
am going with the Atlanta Falcons.
This might be the Corey Davis pick of the week here, people.
I don't know. Hold your
I
horses.
don't know. We'll see here in a minute. So Melissa's got the Falcons.
You're just a bunch of little
Ooh.
chivales,
I
aren't
see someone else that already picked the
This should be
Cowboys.
an easy game for Kirk.
Ooh.
Easy.
Come on, Kirk.
All right.
Cook, Kirk.
Again, YTC's on the non-football injury list. Captain takes the Falcons. Kenny, who you taking, buddy?
I'm taking the Falcons. They friggin' rock, man. And I hate
They
the
don't rock.
They're
Dirty
just a bad
bird.
team. They got two people to throw. They can't run the ball and they can't stop the run. They stink.
Spongy, who you taking here, buddy?
You really think this is a question?
Just say
You're
it, Spongy.
thinking, the
Oh,
Cowboys.
cleanse your soul.
Why does Spongy turn to Dr. Phil when it's his time to
The
pick?
Falcons. Yes, there we go.
Levi, who you taking here, buddy?
This is the number 2 running offense in Atlanta versus the absolute dog shit worst run defense we've probably ever seen in the NFL and the Cowboys. This should be an easy win for the Falcons.
Yes, sir.
It should
Dijon Robinson, isn't it? Dijon Robinson?
Dijon.
Yeah, Bijan is currently listed as the number
Bijan.
2 PFF running back.
Bijan. I was saying it like it was the mustard. My
Probably
bad,
because
dude.
it's,
My bad.
Grape.
Probably behind Saquon.
He said he wants to be called Bijan Robinson.
Hell no, I'm not
Oh,
doing it.
Bijan. That's
I
even
am
more
not called
fancy.
Bijan.
Sentinel, buddy, who you taking here?
You can kiss my bitch ass.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
What?
Yep.
What?
You know what?
Hey, if you want me to go into an
I respect
explanation as
it.
to why,
I like
I'll
it.
Go for it.
Bijan.
I
I'll go for
respect it
But
because
what I wanna
the Seahawks went in
move
there
this
and
thing
embarrassed
along,
him 2
you know?
weeks ago.
I think he just doesn't want to sound like Dijon. That's what I think. I think he doesn't want to be mustard. That's all.
Must have on that beat, ho.
Oh,
Well, I looked. Well,
Who's this guy?
listen, David's
All
got a
right,
little
Don
bit,
handled,
you know,
Don
limited
handled
amount
it.
of time. I can go into the explanation
Your mom licks the D.
if you want after the live is over.
Trolls.
That wasn't my favorite record in the whole world.
Don handled it.
Oh.
I'm not worried. She's
Okay.
got that.
Love the
She's
crime.
mod for a reason. Throwback. Hold on a second. When did the throwback come in? I've been too busy. I need to pay
Throwback's in
attention.
the always
He
in
said
the
something before that. He said F the 69ers.
What up?
Throwback. What's up? What's up, buddy?
Fernando.
throwback.
Well,
Throwback.
I don't know. I don't know who the
Throwback.
69ers are. I mean, maybe it's their football team in the Canadian League.
That's-
Tommy, who you taking here? Don takes the Falcons, by the way, folks. Tommy, who you taking?
We gotta make another crown.
Falcons.
Nah, I heard.
Falcons. Oh, go fuck yourself, bitch.
That guy's gone. I just, I do what I gotta do. So he took the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons. Tony takes the Falcons. Lily is taking the Cowboys.
You know, we got Carolina mustard barbecue down there. I'm just saying, we'll eat Dijon off anything in Carolina.
BC takes the Falcons.
We got like 3 bald guys here.
Joe's going for the DNF if you don't send me his picks by tomorrow night, but I'll hit him up. Terror Dome, who do you got here?
I will take the Falcons.
Ooh.
You know
I haven't
what,
seen Crazy
David?
Juice yet. He played last week. Maybe he's working though.
David, if I have to, Joe just sent me a trade offer in fantasy. I'll just send him a trade offer for the picks. Since he sent me a trashy trade anyway.
That's hilarious.
Trashy
That's
trade.
a
No,
great way
I
to
sent.
respond.
I texted him a PDF of the sheet, so it's like the weekly reminder. So he'll normally if he don't send it to me by Thursday. He just doesn't fill it out because he knows the rules. It's an automatic L. If you don't get it by the Thursday game, you can actually send it to me Sunday morning before the game start, but you got to take that L on Thursday.
Mhm.
So, Chad Schrader, did he put his pick in? And he got the Falcons. He's got the Falcons right there.
Your mom just like the shot.
All right, next game. Dolphins at the Bills. Oh, boy. Corona picks the Bills. John Jay, who you picking?
Dawn took out the trash.
I take the Bills also.
Yeah, Miami needs to. I don't know. I mean, they have so much offensive firepower. Having a defense that could actually stop someone might just help. Melissa, who do you got here?
I am going with the real New York team, the Buffalo Bills,
Ooh, the real.
who are
New
playing
York
like a
team.
bat out of hell.
Yeah, they destroyed the Seahawks last week. I mean, it was.
Fucking destroy the Seahawks.
All good, Don. All good. You're a mod for a reason. Gambling some more. What Captain takes the Bills. Kenny, who you taking here?
Man, I can't just go with the easy pick every time, and I feel like this is an easy pick taking the Bills the way they've been playing and shit, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins. With Tua back, David Achan has gone for almost 30 fantasy points every time that they've played together, and they're playing together again. And if they can run the ball with Mostert and with David Achan and throw the ball with Waddle and Tyreek Hill and Tua's back, and I mean, that's going to be a problem. Buffalo's D isn't that great. I'm going to go with the Dolphins this week.
You're going with the Dolphins.
Going fins up. Fins up, G's down.
Right.
Fins
Sunday,
down.
who you taking here, buddy?
I'm sorry to my good friend who I spent most of the summer with, who's actually a pilot, who is also a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm
Did he
going
fly
with
you
the
to Epstein Island? What's
Dolphins.
going on here?
No, not quite.
Like Pinocchio?
Don't you judge him for how he got that business.
My bad. No kink shaming.
Yes.
As long as he didn't
Oh, my
fly you to
goodness.
Never Neverland, buddy, then
Yes.
we're all right.
it might
Who you
be
picking,
boy.
Sponge?
Oh,
Bills?
No, Dolphins.
I'm taking his real team, the Falcons.
Levi, who you taking here, buddy?
Kenny said it best. The Miami Dolphins should be able to run this ball just kind of like the Ravens did against Buffalo. Buffalo's corners are good, but their linebackers and safeties are sus. I think Tua is going to continue to do his thing. I'm taking Miami.
Ooh.
Maybe.
All right, Sentinel, who you taking, buddy? I already got it written down.
Bold, sir. Bold.
I'm taking the Bills.
Ooh,
Nice.
David, you rolled a
Don
47,
takes the
not
Bills. Tommy, who you taking?
There's no way that Miami would win this because they suck in the cold weather. So I'm taking the Bills.
Ding, ding,
quite.
ding.
Stop shaming.
Is it
Stop
cold
shaming.
up there?
Stop
It-
weather
It's not cold yet, but it's getting close.
So it's an interdivision matchup, and it's I always typically I'll take the home team, and that's what I did. I took the Bills.
Mhm.
Tony took the Bills.
Okay.
Lily took the Dolphins. She took the Dolphins.
Me and Lily's
Ryan
picks
took
are
the
lining up.
Bills. Terradome, buddy. Who do you got here?
I'm gonna go ahead with it in the division game. We're gonna go with Buffalo. They're at home. 1 o'clock start. 44
I'll be right
degrees.
back.
And Chad Schrader took the Bills, folks.
I think the next game is the toilet bowl.
Siri to the
I think the
Miami.
next game is. Let's see.
Hey, Levi, where do you think the Cousins that I'm used to comes back? Because this whole trusting Kirk Cousins thing is just way too weird for me.
Kirk, come
It's way too
change.
weird that he's a better quarterback in like half of these matchups.
You know, Kirk, he went down to Atlanta and The problem is he got a taste of what an Atlanta strip club is like, and it's a lot different than a Minnesota strip club. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Kurt
Then we went
Cobain
down
fell
to
in
Georgia.
love with a
It was
big
a-
booty Atlanta girl.
It's like, no, you don't like
He was
that.
in a bind. He was way
So,
behind.
the
Does
next
Kurt
one,
scream you like that as he nuts? Do you think?
Oh my God.
Tommy,
Back
when
shot.
we
I
get to
thought
the
he was
trash bowl,
nuts when he did that whole shirtless dancing on the plane ride home thing with the chains.
Hey,
love
here
yeah,
and
when we get to the trash bowl, you'll know why I picked at the trash bowl.
Well,
It's
as
a
far
ways
as
down
far as
there,
the
though.
cold with
tried
Miami,
for the
I
first
mean,
time.
they practice inside. They can make it any temperature they want in there, and they can practice at any temperature. It's not really that big a deal.
All right. Well, it's the Chargers at the Browns. The Chargers have the league's best defense, don't they, when it comes to points scored against? I know
Yep.
they do.
They might. Let me see.
Um,
Points against lowest. Yeah, Chargers.
No,
They've only
actually, it's the
given up
Raiders
90.
at Bengals. How did I skip one? My bad. Raiders at Bengals.
I don't know
You
what
were
Rick
correct
is
on
trying
your
to
data
say.
point, by the way.
God,
I
man,
don't
that's
understand a word you just said.
that's
He's
kind
not
of
from
hard.
Chicago.
Okay.
Frank.
All right, so Corona picked the Bengals. John Jay, who you picking here, buddy?
Bengals.
John,
They're at home.
why not your real team, the Raiders?
Ha 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 ha. Whatever you say, Giants fan.
That team in Nevada, they're going to be in Chattanooga here soon.
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Melissa,
Yeah, it's a
Melissa, who you
Choo-choo.
picking?
I hate saying it this way, but I unfortunately have to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. They've been so bad this year.
And we gave him a
But-
good butt whooping.
But Max Crosby and company are like hating on Antonio Pierce, who they kind of forced. So it's just like, what's the worst of the lesser?
They get what they get. Oh boy.
Be nice to get Max Crosby before the end of the
What's
trade line.
good? Oh man, you don't
Hi,
know
Rick
what
Diaz.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Rick Diaz? How's it going?
I-
But so there's kind of a thing going, like East Coast Red and Gold. They got some folks on there. A guy named Matty. He straight said, if we get Max Crosby, he will attend a game with me to the 49ers, and we will both be wearing Speedos. So we'll see what happens.
Hey,
I
that's
heard you wouldn't. I
That's
heard
the
you
weirdest thing I've
would.
ever seen. No wonder you
legit
like
bet.
that picture I sent you, David.
I'm a
Alright.
man of my
You know-
word, folks. It will
All I
happen
wanna
if
see-
we get Max Crosby.
I didn't think we
Oh.
would get CMC a year ago, but
Pixar
hey,
didn't happen.
you never know.
So Captain
Remember
takes the Raiders. Kenny, who you taking?
Man, Jameis Winston last week looked pretty good, but he's not going to beat the. Oh, I'm
Hold
sorry.
on,
We're
it's
talking
the
about the
Bengals.
Bengals.
Raiders
This
and
is
Bengals.
Burrow.
Raiders and
Bengals.
What the hell are
Bengals.
you
Bengals.
talking about?
The one above.
You know
I know
what?
he's
I'm
moving
going
around
off-
on my screen too, Kitty. a
I'm
lot.
going off the NFL thing, and you guys, I don't know where the hell you're going. We're coming from.
Same on
I
ESPN.
told
He
you
jumped from like
earlier.
1, 2, 3,
No, I
7.
know, but whenever you do the pick'ems, it's not the NFL schedule, so it throws me off. I'm
Kenny,
sorry.
Kenny, that's
Okay,
it. That's it.
I'm definitely not going to take the Raiders, so I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm sending that shit to you right now.
And real quick, Kenny, you look like a young Telly Savalas. In
I would take
Kojak
that.
with the
Who loves you, baby?
yeah.
But then I'd have to get rid of the little tiny mustache, though.
Hey, Kenny,
Yeah,
can,
and
can
you
you,
got to
can
get
you
one
tell,
of those suckers.
The
hey,
pencil.
Kenny, can you tell us who you
do
are?
that.
I am Puerto Rican actor, 87-year-old Hector Elizondo for
Mm,
Halloween.
yeah.
You had to emphasize
He's to be
Aw.
7-year-old.
He's to be cherished. Ed Gennaro, the coach of the
I love Hector Elizondo.
Texas
All right,
Armadillos
Kenny, it's
in the
inbound.
movie.
It's
Necessary-
out. It's out. It should be in your text messages here in a
Whoa,
minute.
wait,
Okay.
Okay.
What? It's
Thank you,
out?
David.
Who are you taking? The
It's
Bengals
out?
or the Raiders?
For
I am
Harambe.
taking
It's at Cincinnati.
Taking the Bengals.
Okay.
Harambe
Walk
was at
like
Cincinnati
you
Zoo. Just saying. Dicks out
Sorry
for
for
Harambe
yelling.
in
Harambe would be
Cincinnati.
proud.
No, you're good. You're good. The pick sheet's the pick sheet. This is what Korey had us picking on, buddy.
Understood.
Yeah.
Sacred
So Spongy, who you taking, buddy?
You said it's the Bengals and the Browns, or
No,
It's
Bengals
the
Raiders.
Raiders at
Raiders,
Cincinnati
Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals got their butts whooped last week.
Thanks for
Raiders
the
also got
bro
their
call.
butts whooped last week.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, it's supposed
I'm
to
gonna go.
the
See, I'm gonna
Borat
go.
bikini. It's supposed to be.
See,
Did you
I'm
see
gonna
this? No
go.
Speedos, just buy a Love Is Pain shirt made by Kenny.
Ah, yes. I want that bad. Not the shirt, but the shirt. You know what I mean?
So, Spongy, you picked the Bengals?
No, I picked the Raiders.
¿Qué pasa, Hector?
Okay. Levi, who you taking here, buddy?
Oh, it's gonna kill me, but it's the Bengals. They've got their issues, but the Raiders, man.
Well, they got their butts whooped last week, so you're gonna have to knock a little something.
Raiders beat us, so.
Yeah, don't. It never.
But I'm
you know,
taking Bengals on this.
All right, Sentinel, who
Come
you
on,
taking? I
Matt
already got it written down.
Plus, Levi, you have to remember the Raiders just came off a really bad loss to the Chiefs.
That's the
They could have
Chiefs.
won that fucking game.
Yeah, but Mahomes always makes them his B. You know what I mean? I don't
Well, you
wanna-
mean aside from
Well,
last
not
Christmas
last
where the Raiders upset him?
Yeah.
They whooped the
Last
shit
year
out
was
of them.
funny. Last year was funny for the Chiefs. That
You
wasn't.
know, all I got to say this about the Raiders is they sometimes have some very dirty antics. Like I don't like Mahomes, but like the constantly punching him in the arm after every play and stuff, like
the no Adams.
that dirty antic type of stuff I don't like, and that's why I constantly say they're in the position that they're in.
Zamir White was supposed to be better than he was. That blew up, and
I
they're
knew
just
he
not
was
doing well.
garbage. Hey,
Hey,
I need to go start my boy Kamani Vidal. Please love explosive.
you guys talking
He's on my
fantasy?
fantasy team, Levi.
So
You won't
Don
get a
picks
shot,
the
sorry.
Bengals. Sentinel, who you picking, buddy?
Go and grab Crown Coke BRB.
AWK,
Hey,
AWC.
wait, hey, it's Sentinel's turn. Sentinel's turn.
I said the Raiders. I mean, not the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders. Bengals. Fuck the Raiders.
The Bengals. The Bengals. That's right. Fuck the Raiders, folks. You hear it here first.
I will not fuck the Raiders.
I'll fuck the Raider ass.
Not those crackhead cheerleaders.
I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah.
Crackhead.
So they can be high. I'm not because I'm an addict. So I'm clean.
Well, how about if I have Love Is Pain put on a Speedo? Like right in the front.
It would,
You know?
it would,
Tattoo it right above your.
you would barely
That'd be
be able
so
to read it.
wrong. A Speedo was wrong to start with, okay? Tommy, buddy, who you picking here?
Dude, I actually picked the Raiders, but I think I'm changing it because they have a good, solid defense. But yeah, I think the Bungles bounce back, so I'm taking them.
Okay.
Well, they got
I'm taking the Bengals at home. If the Raiders were at home, I'd probably pick them.
Yep.
Tony
Me
took the
too.
Bengals. Lily took the
Don't lie,
Raiders.
David.
Bryant took the Raiders. Terry,
Yeah,
who you taking, buddy?
I got the Cincinnati Bungles.
Get the Bungles. Did Chad Schrader make a pick? And we have a bunch of comments going on. And yes, Rick,
Yes,
we
sir. Puerto
it's the
Rican
bye
flag.
week. It's the bye week. So you know,
Look at that Z look.
it's
from
all
there.
about kicking back and listening to the news and seeing whose practice windows they're opening for
It's a
my
beautiful time. Yes, sir.
Honestly, I almost didn't
So
want
the
to pick
trade
the
deadline
Bengals
is
just because of
tomorrow.
Chris Collinsworth.
Chad Schrader picked the Bengals, folks. I found it. So the next game was the one I was previously saying. I think it's the Chargers at the Browns. Let me rewind time though.
Yes, it is. You're affirmative.
Yes, the LA San Diego LA. Why did teams just gotta stop moving? The LA Chargers at the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, sir. That is
Corona takes the Browns. John Jay, who you taking?
I'm gonna take the Chargers on this game. My gut's telling me something. It could be an upset. I know the Browns came out and played really well last week, but I'm still taking the Chargers.
Come on, Streamlabs. I'm almost at 2, damn it.
Streamlabia.
Streamlabia.
Labia?
Melissa,
Yeah.
who you taking here?
I am going with Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers. I don't think that the Browns will sweep both Harbaughs back-to-back weeks.
I'm ready for that.
Ooh,
hard
that's
bowl.
dang. She just made a point. They got Harbaugh and then Harbaugh. That's like
That is pretty funny, actually.
Even
Yeah,
though I
43
hate Greg
seconds.
Roman, and I think that he needs to just be embarrassed out of the league once and for all.
Who's got it better than us?
okay. I don't.
Don't.
Where is he right now? Anyway, so Captain takes the Chargers. Kenny, who you taking?
I'm taking the Chargers and that kick-ass defense, baby.
Their defense is good,
Yes, it is.
and they don't have like a crap load of big names on it. That's the
That's what Harbaugh likes to do: run the ball and play defense.
I'm
They have
gonna say
multiple
something that's a little uncomfortable. They're
Spongy, who you
schedule's
taking here, buddy?
20 points for the most part.
Wait, what did you say, Levi?
Well, I'll talk it when it's my turn.
Okay.
Again.
Spongy.
Who are the teams again?
It's
Chargers
the LA
versus-
Chargers at the Cleveland Browns. And if you're doing your homework, that's fine. You don't have to be paying attention.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Why am I fucking new? Come on, dude.
Chargers. I'll pick the
Chargers.
I like the strudel.
Levi, who you taking here, buddy?
This is tough.
Oh,
So let's give props to the Browns real quick. Jameis Winston can throw the ball deep, unlike their other quarterback. And they made a change in play calling duties from Stefanski to Ken Dorsey, the former offensive coordinator of Buffalo. It looked good. Now, Jameis threw almost 4 interceptions that we just dropped.
Yeah.
The Ravens lead the league in dropped interceptions, technically.
Thank you,
But-
Kyle Hamilton.
Oh my god, dude. But anyway, so I mentioned here a minute ago, the Chargers defense, they're a weird one because David McNiner mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, I'm taking a minute here. 91 points allowed, that's the lowest in the NFL. But let's take a look at the schedule. They open with the Raiders and Minshew.
Don't you dare do that to them.
Makes you look
Next game,
like
who do they open with the next game? Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.
And then after that, go ahead.
The Steelers and the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are a bottom 15 offense this season. Steelers,
It's the Chiefs, though.
the Broncos, which their defense
Hey,
great, but their
hey.
offense is spotty. The Cardinals, massive disappointment. Never believed in them. The Saints, with all the
The
injuries.
Niners.
That's who they played so far. Almost every offense has been anemic that they've played.
And you play who you play, and what they did was they kept all those teams for the most part under like 17 points. They averaged more than a sack a game and an interception a game.
Talk to me week 11 through after week 15. Cincinnati, Baltimore, Atlanta, Kansas City, Tampa, in that order. We'll talk after week 15.
Wait,
But,
but Levi, do you even
Pittsburgh-
think that Godwin
taking the
and
Browns.
Evans
They're
will be
gonna
back
continue
by
to win.
then?
Nick Chubb's going to run this defense.
Wins a season-ending injury.
Who?
Ouch.
I didn't know it was a season ending.
I'm sorry, who, Sponge?
Chris Godwin, he just said it's season ending.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Godwin's
yeah.
done, but Evans is
That
supposed to
ankle
be
looked
back after
horrible
the
that night.
Evans
back.
is supposed to be back. Evans will be back.
Yes,
They
he
need to
is.
not
That's why
rush
he's on my
him. Don't
IR.
play him.
Hey, John
Don't play
Jay,
him.
now's the time to strike with the gamble, buddy, because I just rolled a 2 and it's kicking my ass.
Yeah, my apologies, though, David.
David just lost
That's all
10,000.
good.
I wanted to hit on a few
Happens.
points other people talked about.
You lose 10,000, so you shoot the guy, David? Come on.
Yes.
What is this,
I
a
mean,
sack
it's-
celebration?
Hey, I live in
Oh.
Utah. You know, there's lots of wilderness.
Oh, that's true.
Y'all saw what happened to
Oh,
Reynolds.
Levi, who'd you
Also,
take?
you want to water the ground before you do
I took the Browns,
it?
actually.
Little trick.
As long as
Okay.
James doesn't throw interceptions.
All right, Sentinel's turn. Sentinel,
Yeah.
who you taking, buddy?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
I put him to
excuse
sleep.
you, Levi.
Oh, Don's taking the Browns. Sentinel, are you there, buddy? Oh, he's muted. There you go.
Sorry. Who are the teams?
I put him
It's
to
the
It's
LA
Chargers
Chargers
at-
the Cleveland
Browns.
Browns.
Who are the
You
Oh,
should do the
Chargers.
ticker. You should put it in
Chargers?
the more shit for
I sent
David.
the list, but for some reason it didn't. I didn't.
You sent
include-
the list to
damn
me.
it, I didn't include
Where
it.
is that?
Chargers.
Wow, I don't see it on there.
My bad, David.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I didn't. I
We
forgot. to
caught
include
Typically, I'll review everything before the week starts, and if I need a game, I'll literally message you. This happens sometimes.
Seriously,
Sean
man?
Dotson took the Browns. Tommy, who
I mean-
you taking here, buddy?
I've got the Chargers.
He's taking the Browns.
Chargers.
Jameis Winston's going to throw him 3 interceptions.
Thank
I
you,
took
Dave.
the
And let me
Chargers.
real quick. Can I just say about the Browns game is that Jameis had a good game, but you see, this happened with Flacco too. He had a good game that first game he came back, but then they adjusted to him and he shut him down. Like it's.
This picture's
Jameis
god.
probably-
No. When Joe Flacco,
You
Flacco
suck,
won
dude.
5 of 6 of his starts.
I'm not
Like,
comparing the two. I'm just saying this happens. You know,
I know,
guy comes off the
but they-
bench that's a pro who's been doing this for like
But they-
15 years.
no,
He lights
I-
you
I-
up, and then the
I
next
saw
game,
that.
it starts to kind of
I
slow.
saw this thing on Twitter a while ago before my account got locked.
Oh,
But
Adrian,
So-
the Broncos fan.
so it said Flacco when he was with the Browns.
No, I
won
didn't see
5
it.
to 6 games.
All right, so
I
it's
don't
my
know.
turn to pick. I'm taking the Chargers. Lily took the Chargers. Tony took the Chargers. BC took the Chargers. Terradome, who you taking, buddy?
I think you're muted, Terradome. What happened, Hector? Hector, what happened, Rick? Did the Yankees win? Sorry, David.
No, I think he's talking to you when he says
No, he is.
Hector.
I'm asking him if they won, but I didn't mean to talk about baseball. I forgot.
Oh, Terradome, buddy, it's your pick.
He's muted.
He's muted.
Yeah, you're
I
muted.
told him.
I got the Los Angeles Chargers. Smash mouth football, minimize the mistakes. That's what they're gonna do.
Now, what's the score to that baseball game?
McConkey,
Yeah.
McConkey and Dobbins should be enough.
Yeah, but Jameis Winston reminds me too much of Garoppolo. It's just like you're begging the entire time he doesn't have those key interceptions, and he always does.
Ooh, Chad
Yeah, and
Schrader
Chargers-
takes the Browns.
So it's gonna be, it's gonna be tough.
5-6,
Chad
top of
Schrader
the
took the
eighth.
Browns.
Yankees.
Already
No,
wrote that down.
don't tell me the Yankees are
Never
winning
mind.
his second game in a row.
They're about to choke. They're gonna choke it.
It doesn't make for good
They
TV if
fucking
they get
loaded
swept.
well.
No, you don't understand. Tomorrow I have a sick dog who can't walk on three on a back leg, so he's walking on 3 legs right now. Who's gonna go nuts when the doorbell rings all day long? And then my brother's gonna be this obnoxious like Yankees fan in everybody's face. Like tomorrow's gonna be death for me.
Jesus.
Hmm.
They're not gonna win because
Well, they'll
their
probably
pitching
lose.
sucks.
So just be patient, and then you can enjoy
May
it.
God smite the Yankees.
Third
The
if it,
Yankees are like the 9 times 5. Like I'm a Yankee fan, so like if they don't win the World Series, I don't care. They have like 29, 28 World
Everybody
Series.
knows
They
Gary
suck,
owns
though.
the
They
dreams of
absolutely
the
suck.
Yankees
You
owner,
guys
so
are
he gets
shared.
5
Yeah.
championships.
Who cares? Like
Good man.
You don't
I
understand the
apologize.
fans around here.
no, I used to
Next
be
on
a
the
game.
fan.
Next
like,
game.
but-
Football
next
channel.
Game, next game,
This is
guys.
football
I
channel.
wore a Yankee
Like,
jersey
big
every day for 3 years in a row.
Here we go.
We're
Next
Oh
game.
God!
Oh, no. Oh.
Please don't do the Jack chant.
They don't know.
The next game is the Indianapolis Colts at the
I'm gonna have
Minnesota
to be that
Vikings.
motherfucker.
Corona takes the Vikings. John Jay,
If you
buddy,
say
who you taking
so.
here?
Did you order a pizza? Really?
what was the game again? I couldn't hear.
It's the
Colts and
Indianapolis-
Vikings.
So sorry.
Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings.
Isn't that the Sunday night game?
Is it?
All I know is the Viking fans say, "Start the school." Sorry.
Anyway, I'm taking the Vikings.
New England, Minnesota. Did New England, Tennessee? Isn't that next?
Anyway, I'm taking the Vikings.
Wait.
David might be on that good cushion alcohol.
He's on that peyote tea
On
out
that
there with those
good
natives.
This is
and
what-
alcohol.
This is
Some
what the
natives,
pick sheet said, and I don't care, okay? And yeah, he's right. It is the night game.
Yeah, it is.
So you want Tennessee.
Well,
I
this is
believe.
what the pick sheet says. It's what we go by. You complaining?
You do not go against the sacred text, okay? Okay?
Chargers, Cleveland, then New England, Tennessee. Then-
Mute.
Ain't no amendments here.
So we use the sheet that Korey gave us, right? That's what I'm saying. We use the sheet
That
Korey
Corey
gave us.
Davis
This is
gave
what
us?
Korey gave us. It's what we're going off of. So it's the Colts at the Vikings. Corona picks the Vikings. John Jay, who you picking?
Vikings.
Vikings.
Joe Flacco starting.
Mm-hmm. And
I
John
mean,
Taylor
whoever
also.
picks the sheet ain't perfect. That's obvious.
Just like David's hair isn't perfect.
What hair?
What are you talking about? It's pristine. It is perfect. What are you
Perfect.
talking about?
See?
6'6".
Beautiful hairline.
Dodgers
Melissa,
and
who you
Yankees.
taking here?
6'6".
What's
Saved it for Elizondo.
Runners at the corner. Otani up to bat.
Oh
What's
no!
the
Hit him!
game?
Hit him in the
I
hit him!
I am going with something I had like 13% like faith in, but I also hate the opposition that badly. So I am going with the Indianapolis Colts and Joe Flacco pulling the upset in Minnesota.
Okay.
They're on a
Joe
2-game
Flacco.
losing streak right
Wow.
now. Same area, and Brian Flores always start off hot, and then as soon as the slumps kind of starts in, they kind of start screwing up. So
Sam Darnold.
Dang, Sentinel actually sent it right too. I can see who you're picking, Sentinel, but go ahead and say it, buddy.
Did you skip over me?
plus, Kenny, did you see
Vikings.
Vikings.
what was it?
He picked the
Sam
Vikings.
Womack had some like interview this past week, and he called out Diamador Lenore as one of his best friends and the person that he emulates his game about, and that helped him out the most in the league.
No, I didn't see
But
that.
I kind of have to go with Sam Womack.
I'm disappointed I didn't
All
see
right,
it.
well,
I
we're
subbed
only on
him-
game 6.
Vikings
We're only on
Raiders.
game 6. Kenny, who you picking?
If we're doing the Indianapolis Colts versus the Minnesota Vikings, I'm going to take the Vikings. I can't imagine they're going to lose for the third time in a row, and that's really all I'm basing this on. I love Joe Flacco, but
I don't know.
it's Joe Flacco. You're a little limited, and you know what? Actually, the Indianapolis defense is looking really good right now too. DeForest Buckner is shining.
Joe Flacco's not washed. Just ask him.
No,
Spunzy,
he's
who
not.
you
I just
taking here?
signed him. I just signed him to my fantasy team. He's the
You know what?
quarterback from
You
here
know
on.
what?
He's the only
I'm
quarterback
taking-
from here on out. I signed his ass right away.
I am taking the Colts because I can literally go walk down to Joe Flacco's old house right now. It's
No, you
literally
can't.
maybe
That
2
oh
minutes
yeah,
away.
you're right. It is. That's true. I forgot.
It's Pennsylvania, man.
All right, Levi, buddy, who you got here?
Oh, I think we're gonna get a little Hawk Tua from the Vikings.
Oh,
today.
my
I'm taking
Lord.
the Vikings.
Oh,
Mm.
dang.
Hawkinson should bring a different dimension to that offense.
First day back,
I think this might be.
and he's going to make a huge
All right.
impact.
PFF has him listed.
All right.
We'll see. We'll see. Everyone knows quarterback's best friend is a tight end.
You can say that again.
Already had.
Got to give it that Hawk Tua and put it through your legs. You know.
Can you hawk to a tight end? I suppose you can.
let's
I need
see.
you to get under center right now.
Yeah, but
Or you'll-
Levi, doesn't this kind of have like that
Captain
feel
pick-
like a
Captain
couple years
picked the-
ago when
Captain picked the Vikings.
It's getting weird.
Dawn, I got to go up a little bit. Vikings.
Skull clap.
Dodgers up 7-6.
Full clap.
Oh,
Boo.
Wow.
yeah.
So,
Levi, doesn't
Tommy,
this have
who you
like
pick-
the
who you
same
picking
feeling?
here?
Yeah, I've got the by Queens.
He's got the Bike Queens. They're playing in Minnesota. I picked the Vikings.
They're gonna definitely bounce back, especially against the Colts. Sheesh.
The Colts are good.
Yeah, I picked the Vikings. Tony picked the Vikings. Lily picked the Vikings.
I forgot they lost Christian Darrisaw, their franchise left
Left
tackle.
tackle, bro.
Yeah,
That might be out of order.
Uh,
BC picked the
starting to
Vikings.
fall
Am I
apart.
out of-
Who?
Color
Vikings
distracted me.
cloud is, you know,
I need to
they-
focus.
Has he been playing guard? That was
can't slip in that
Ooh.
division either.
Don't pitch
Okay.
it to Freddie Freeman.
Oh,
I
shit.
saw what's going on.
Hit him right in the shoulder.
BC picks the Vikings. Lily, Tony, they all picked the Vikings. But Colts have a sweep. Terradome, who you picking here?
I got the Vikes in this one. It's at home for them. They should get it.
And I did. I actually skipped the Patriots at the Titans game.
Levi, real quick, doesn't this kind of feel like a couple of years ago when Zach Wilson got benched because all the Jet players were turning on him, and then Mike White came in and they wore all Mike White T-shirts and they just like dominate that game? Doesn't that kind of feel like that could be how the Colts treat Anthony Richardson after him tapping out?
They've got to be upset because one, dude, they've got it way harder and they never tap. Two, like just he's so. I loved Anthony Richardson's potential, but he is clearly taken a huge step back. I don't know if it was during the rehab or what, but he is historically inaccurate now, like one of the worst in NFL history. And the wide receivers are not bad over there in Indy. You've seen it. Like when Joe's in the offense, it's a different offense.
We can't win with 3 fucking arrows, man. Come on.
Sorry. Well, let's get back to that.
All right, back to the show. We got the Patriots at the Titans. Chad Schrader took the Vikings. Terradome, I got your pick, right? Getting all the
Yeah, I got
Vikings, you said.
Minnesota.
So we got the Patriots at the Titans, and I for somehow skipped one. Maybe I need to keep my thumb on it. I don't know. So Corona picked the Titans.
Thank you,
John Jay, who you
Flippable
picking?
game there, Dave.
What?
Patriots.
I know. It's a skip. It's a game you can easily forget about, right?
Yeah.
But Corona picked the Titans. John Jay, who you picking?
I picked the Patriots.
Patriots. It's funny because when I'm doing all these sheets, you know, at the end of the week, somehow I'm able to just go win, loss, like no matter what order they're in. Melissa, who do you got here?
I unfortunately have to pick the Patriots, even though Kendrick Bourne reminded me last week that Kendrick Bourne is Kendrick Bourne for a reason and he can't hold a ball to save his life. But it's Will Levis and the Titans, and they're so much worse.
Can't argue with that.
Who's Tennessee's quarterback now?
Rudolph?
It's either Rudolph or Will Levis.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not Will Levis, dude. It throws interception. At least an interception.
Kenny, buddy, who you picking here?
You know what? When the season started, I really liked Tennessee, and I thought they had a lot of potential, and they totally blew it. They suck. I'm taking the Pats, even though they're not great. Christian, okay, so you got Ridley's probably the new WR1 over there, right, in Tennessee, and you have Christian Gonzalez is going to be shading him all night. They're not going to be able to do anything. So I'm taking the Patricias.
How did I put
the Patricias?
Patty?
I'm just looking at the pick sheet. How did I do that?
Patricia?
Fat Trisha? That's not.
Sorry. I'm asking myself questions.
The Patricias would insult enough.
You're taking the Patricias.
Gotcha. In the house.
They're
Rob
men.
Lowe.
They're
Tim
men.
McGraw.
Yeah, that crap. Anyway, so Captain takes the Patriots. Spongy, who you taking?
Come on, ugly. Hit it out of the park, please. Soto is not a handsome guy.
Spongy? Did we lose Spongy?
Long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Eagles Wi-Fi.
We lose.
Dude,
we
you
lose
got
him
that
when
Eagle
he's
Wi-Fi there. What do you call yourself?
Papa
Scrub
J,
Daddy
stop
Pig?
it. I'm
Spoon
about
G?
to put you.
Fuji?
Spongy, who do you got here?
Doyer. Los Doyers.
The Patriots at the Tennessee Titans. Spongy?
Terrible fucking
In
play.
the private chat. Just do his homework, folks. Just think the best. He's got the Patriots.
Okay, he's got the Patricians.
Eli, who you taking here, buddy?
I had like Kenny. I had high hope for Tennessee this season. They didn't do enough, and the trading of Amari Cooper signifies that they've given up on the season. It's going to be hard to motivate this team to continue to play while the Patriots are at least trying to play for growth. So I'm taking Patriots in this one.
All right, Sentinel, who you taking here, buddy?
I'm taking the Patriots.
That's curve.
The Patriots.
Nice. Dawn takes the Patriots. Ooh.
Bring back the title. What do you mean? That fraudulent 2020
Papa J
title
is probably a
does not count.
Dodgers fan.
Come on,
Tommy, who
yeah.
you taking here?
Papa J.
Papa.
0 for 3? What the fucking fuck?
Tommy, who you taking here?
Well, I did have the Titty Ants as my pick because the freaking Patriots are so bad, but the Titty Ants are terrible. So I'm going Patriots.
Okay. I'm also taking the Patriots. Tony takes the Titans. Lily takes the Titans. Do we got a clean sweep? Nope. Brian took the Patriots.
Damn it,
Terry
Brian.
Rome, who you taking here, buddy?
I'm going to go with those New England Patriots.
Hey, Pterodon, do you think they trade for Arden Key?
I'd love for him too. I don't think they're going to let him go, though. He's pretty solid there.
I would love to have Arden Key back. Chad Schrader took the Patriots.
Best Raider ever. To the Niners.
Could you see if maybe Dallas tries to trade back for Tony Pollard?
But Tony Pollard? For real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the
They're gonna
Titans are in full sell mode right now, and they've
They'll-
got a good rookie in Tyjae Spears behind
They're going to
them.
get that Shador.
I like JC Latham.
He's the only player that won't threaten Jerry Jones either because he was a Jerry Jones pick.
They ain't trading JC Latham.
Jerry Jones
He's a
doesn't want to pick anyone who's not picked by Jerry Jones.
How about Deshaun Watson to Tennessee? Tennessee first pick to Cleveland.
Double for
Cleveland.
Giants.
Dor Sanders.
Deshaun Watson's. No one's going to trade for that contract or the player.
Take him on my expansion team.
I thought you couldn't trade a player that has a season-ending injury like that.
All right. We got the Washington football team at the New York Giants.
Fat boy.
Division game, too.
Well, it's Giants Commanders again this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Corona picks the football team. John Jay, who you picking?
I really want the Giants to win, but YTC's team is bad. I'm sorry, YTC. I got the Commanders.
The Giants.
Hey, I was going to say that because I went
crazy
before
juice
you.
picked. I'm going to have to get him down.
I wrote it down
What's up,
here.
Crazy
Salamanders
Juice?
at
See
the
you, buddy.
Giants.
Melissa, who do you got here?
I wanted to say the Giants.
Okay. I am going with the Jaden Daniels, also known as the football team.
I like that. The Jaden Daniels.
Yo,
Also known as the non-Giants because Giants just suck balls.
All right, so
Pretty much.
Captain takes the Commanders. Kenny, who you taking?
I'm taking the Commanders for obvious reasons, but I'll tell you why the Giants suck. It's one person. His name is Daniel Jones, and if not, they would be a good team.
Really? Because I could say
20
it's
million
Daniel
a season.
Jones, it's Kayvon Thibodeau.
I mean, they would play better if they had some offense, man.
Did you see Deontay Banks finally got sacked
That
this
running
week
back
because he was
pretty good.
so
They got
bad?
Yeah, no, I know.
At halftime?
and how much better they should be doing, but it really
Well,
helps
that
when
was
your
a fucking
offense.
strike.
When we were putting up the
What
30,
the fucking
30, our
hell?
offense looked real
Fucking
good.
black
Nobody had
bastard.
any complaints.
I'll
about
tell you what's really wrong with the Giants when it's my turn.
Not a strike. Sorry.
Well,
So this
Spongy, it's your turn right now.
obviously taking the
The inner division rivalry. You know, it's like he doesn't like both teams. This should be good. Who you picking, Spongy?
The left hand up. Who are
To
we?
God.
The Commanders.
left hand to God.
Ball 4,
Who are
motherfucker.
we? The Commanders.
Levi, buddy, it's your turn.
So this game, of course, is going to go to the Commanders. But let me tell you the problem with Washington. The owner said we got to protect Dan Jones. Cool. You got to protect the quarterback to give him a shot. And then they did nothing really to address that offensive line. Jermaine Eleanor is not him.
They did technically do something though, Levi. They poached Chris Hubbard off the Niners practice squad and made him play with like no time at all at left tackle against the Steelers.
And now he's hurt.
And his pass block grade in those 71 snaps is a 9.3.
Yeah, and then Illuminor was playing on an injury.
I know Illuminor because he couldn't make the Ravens team and got cut. He wasn't good enough to even be our sixth guy in Baltimore.
Can we stop belittling this man and move on?
I'm just saying they need to do better at the offensive line. The owner said he was going to do it, and then they didn't do it. Commanders.
Okay, but you do realize that Morgan Moses has been a bigger upset for the Jets, right?
Oh, I could have told you.
Shit!
I don't see Don Dotson's pick yet. I don't see Don Dotson's pick yet. When she gets it in. Tommy, who you taking here, buddy?
I got the Salamanders.
Pop up.
Seriously, fucking Stanton.
So I took the Commanders. Tony takes the Commanders. Lily took the Giants. BC took the Commanders. Terror Dome, buddy. Who you taking here?
Let's go, Commanders.
Ooh. I'm writing down Crazy Juice's picks. Panthers, that's actually possible because they're both stink and it's at Carolina. You know,
Can we all say next week's game's gonna suck though?
You haven't asked
Giants and Panthers in Germany.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Frank Rizzo's up to bat. He's gonna strike out.
Don't know what
Have you
it's
asked
a
me?
Rizzo. He's a Rizzo. That's a touchdown coming up. A whole full-on World Series.
It's got training, man. His curves are
Rizzo?
nasty.
Oh man, let's not talk about that.
Blake Trinan, nasty curveball.
Yeah, Blake Trinan. He was hurt all last year. And
I picked the Redskins. Fuck it.
The Redskins.
So
who's
basically,
the oh, sea chickens. No, they took the Lambs.
The
So the
Giants are
Dodos must be the Eagles.
we have 3 legit titles this century. You have 1. That's 0. Maybe 1 after this fucking game. Jesus Christ. Frank Rizzo, he was
got that game last.
Frank Rizzo, jackass.
Yo, gay jerky.
Lions,
Slapping
Bears,
each
and
other with hot
Eagles.
mops.
Oh my!
Shit. Hey, jerky, my name is, they call me
Somebody's got a
Rubberneck.
spoiler
Okay?
alert.
They call me Rubberneck. I'm fucking nuts, okay?
I loved that cassette.
Did I miss anyone? Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It could be a number of us, Apage.
Trinan is nasty, man.
It could be any number of us.
I'm just looking.
That was the worst fucking game I've ever seen.
I'm doing all my.
God, dude, Swing is just trash.
Top of the 8th coming up.
Yes, I missed one.
Top of
But
the
it looks like
9th.
young
Oh.
Jodie Foster, right?
By the way, interesting thing I came across in my game notes in that Thursday night game, Jets versus Houston. The right guard, Vera Tucker's going to be out for the Jets. They also are down their backup right guard for IR for their season. So
All
their
right.
backup
Hey.
left guard is having to start. Just fun little thing.
Oh my
That
God.
right guard.
Also, Connor
Terradome,
Williams
buddy,
can't snap a ball to save his life at this point.
We got New Orleans.
We got
Derek
so
Carr's
you
back,
said the
man.
Commanders, right?
Yeah, I took the Commanders.
Okay. I just got to make sure here. I didn't write it down. I was writing down Crazy Juice's picks.
Okay.
And then Chad Schrader took the Commanders.
I sent you mine on Twitter. I took a
sweet
photo shot and sent them to you in case that'll help things alleviate a little bit.
So Corona. Oh man. So we got the toilet bowl, folks. The New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers.
Harsh.
They're both horrible.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Although the Saints did beat the Cowboys at home by
but that was like the first, wasn't that the first
Yeah.
week of the season?
But
Second.
David Corona picks the Saints. John Jay, who do you pick here?
I'm taking the upset. I'm taking the Panthers.
Ooh, with Bryce Young and his multiple interceptions a game.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's young, but he's
Hey.
inexperienced, so it kind of balances out.
He's the young Jameis Winston.
Ted, quit fucking blowing assignments, man.
Who's blowing who? What? Who's blowing who?
A hootie is
Why don't we get in the running car?
I need you to step up, Tig.
I like Jair Brown. He's a badass. So next is Melissa. Melissa, who you taking here?
I unfortunately am going with New Orleans.
So the Saints
No.
come marching in. Captain picks the Saints. Kenny, who you picking?
I'm taking Nola over the panties. I like it over the panties. I'm old fashioned that way.
I don't know. Well, the Saints, you know. So
They go marching in. That's all I know about the Saints.
yeah. Spongy, who you taking?
All I know.
Saints or Panthers.
Panthers.
Panties? Sure.
Levi, who you taking?
Poor Bryce Young. I think the Saints win this. It's just that
Poor
defense is
Bryce
no
Young.
good in
You know-
Carolina.
Oh, Don took the commies, folks. Well, I mean the Commanders. You're taking the Saints?
Yes, sir.
Spencer Rattler.
Out.
No,
I
Carr's
don't
back.
think there's
Carr's
much
back.
like we'll look up 49ers news here in a minute.
Car's
Tommy,
ready.
who you taking, buddy?
Kamara.
Yeah, I've got the
That's what I'm thinking.
I got the Aints.
You got the Aints?
Mm-hmm.
The anuses?
The anuses? What?
The Aints?
Oh,
Me, I'm taking the Aints.
Christ, man.
Tony takes the Aints. Lily takes the Aints.
Go. Let's go.
BC
Yeah.
takes the Panthers. Terradome, who you taking, buddy?
give me them New Orleans Saints.
No.
They got a pretty good
Speaking of
secondary.
Aints.
They'll make life hard for.
Crazy Juice
Young
took the
Bryce.
Panthers.
JC Horn's on the
Chad
trade
Schrader
list
took
too
the Aints.
for the Panthers.
Right to the Chiefs.
He's a good DB. I
And-
follow him. He's from South Carolina. He's good.
Yes, sir.
Don Dodson took the
Broncos.
Saints.
Oh,
JC
fuck.
will be finally good when he leaves that horrible Carolina turf that constantly rips up his knees every year.
Hey, don't hate on my Carolina Panthers. Tepper will bring me in. It'll all work out. Just leave it to me, Tepper. I grew up in Carolina. Let me fix the Panthers.
Hey, never mind the billions of dollars the NFL makes. They can't afford good turf. Right. So now we got the Broncos at the Ravens. I honestly think this is an interesting
you skipped
game.
me.
Huh?
You
Sentinel?
skipped me. The
No,
Saints.
hold on. It's because it's written down and I didn't think about it.
Oh,
Who'd you?
okay.
Well, I can see who you picked, but you tell everyone.
This is the New Orleans Saints. They win.
Wait, sorry, buddy. Sorry. Got too much going on. But yeah, the Broncos at the Ravens. I honestly think it's an interesting matchup. You know, Corona's
It
got
is.
the Ravens. John Jay, who you taking here, buddy?
Oh man, I was like tossing and turning when it came to this game, but I'm gonna pick the more experienced quarterback, so I'm taking the Ravens.
Raj. Really? Raj is a cool guy. I appreciate him. Thanks for
Awesome.
pulling up. We appreciate you.
I love Penn State.
The majority of us
We
are
are
49ers fans. We
I
got
like
an Eagles
Penn
fan
State
and a
without
Ravens
the
fan with us
Cowboys.
tonight. But
I'm here every night, man. I don't know what you're
Jai
smoking.
Ear Brown.
all right, John Jay, you
New
got to pick
Jersey
in, right?
native.
Good peoples.
Hold on.
Great peoples, actually.
It's almost at 10 points.
I didn't hear John Jay's pick. John Jay.
I said the Ravens.
All right. Sorry, I tried to listen. I didn't hear it though.
You need a secretary, Dave.
No, I need to mute everybody as we're going.
Yeah.
Only Ken.
Yes.
So, Melissa, who you picking here?
You think that would upset me? Not at all.
I am sorry, Levi. I cannot pick your team after last week, and it looks like you guys are going back to your stupid ways of not running Derrick Henry. So I am going with the Denver Broncos.
Adding all these wide receivers doesn't make any sense.
Hey, have you had the Harbaugh game yet?
Not yet. I'm excited for that. That's
So after this week, there's a good chance that you would have lost to every team in the West besides Jim.
Woohoo!
maybe.
Oh, sorry.
That game's the 25th of November, by the way.
Okay,
Is that-
well, I'm
is-
going on mute.
Y'all play them on Thanksgiving? That'd be cool.
No, you're good.
We've got a Halloween
It is.
and a Christmas game. Or no, I'm sorry, not the Halloween, but we got the Christmas game this year.
I know y'all did to us last year.
How did?
I know that Chargers game because I've got a preview planned with Locked On of the guy who runs Locked On Chargers, who's part of the Locked On Sports Network.
Ooh. Oh no, locked on.
Man,
Is
I
it
got
in
pigs all
Baltimore
over
or LA?
I want to say it's in LA to be honest with you, but I'm not positive on that.
All right. So Captain picks the Ravens. Kenny, who you picking? Ooh, I rolled a 99. I'm
I
up
love
over 2.
Bo Nix, and I really like the Broncos, but I can't. I mean, the Ravens are going to hopefully destroy them. I mean, Patrick
Nice
Surtain.
try. Nice try, Carcast. I knew it was you glazing fucking Ting every night. He's the best safety. Stop it.
So you
He's
got
a
the
great-
Ravens?
Yeah, I have the
Okay.
Ravens.
All right. Spongy, who you taking here, buddy?
The Ravens. I'm Southern now, so
Southern man.
Southern man? You mean you're a Florida man? Levi, buddy, here we go. It's your game.
I mean, it's got to be Baltimore,
Worst
but,
fucking baseball team in the World Series I've ever fucking seen.
we're going to be dealing with some injuries. And another fun fact, Marcus Williams, a free safety who signed like a 5-year deal with us from New Orleans a few years ago, they actually benched him healthy scratch from last game. He's in Harbaugh's doghouse for some reason as well. And we still don't want to make any other changes left along the offensive line. But I'm still going to keep my Ravens.
All right. Sentinel.
This is my upset of the week. Broncos beat the Ravens.
That would be nice.
Dawn. Let's see.
Thanks, Papa J.
They're not an NFC team.
My chat's hopping. We got BC is in the building.
The good Colt?
Oh,
BC's in the
Kofi.
building and talking about how Tommy's a camel with 2 humps.
Yeah, yeah.
The Copa later has been here for a minute.
You remember that, right? I remember that.
Yep.
That's just been carrying on for like a year now, I think.
Joe Stevens.
We have a-
Joe Stevens
we
is
have a
being.
Seattle
Why are we
fan in
ignoring
chat.
Joe Stevens?
Hey,
What
Joe
do?
super chatted. I don't know whose channel. Wait, that's got to be
Oh,
mine.
look at
then.
that. He super chatted you.
Yeah, it's your channel.
Joe Stevens, my boy.
Shout out for Joe for
Oh
giving
my
Levi some
God.
money. What's up, buddy? Don't forget to send your picks in before the start of tomorrow
What
night's
is
game.
that?
I did text you the PDF, but that's what I can do now. You
It
know,
looks like I'm wearing a spongy shirt.
Who is he?
So
Who is
wild.
he sending $10 to?
It's got to be me because I think I'm the only monetized channel.
Yeah,
So,
I'm pretty sure.
what's
You
wild? This
are-
is why
oh,
I don't like
I'm
StreamYard.
like 181 subscribers. I joined at the worst possible time for a 49er fan. 49er. 2020 was the time to actually start making content. My first video was July 31st, 2023. So
I
I
only
joined at the
joined a
worst
year ago.
possible time. It is what it is.
I want to
Yeah, I
shout out
started
real
making
quick
more
because
videos
Joe
in
gave me
2020.
that super chat. Man, this is one of my biggest issues with StreamYard. There's no engagement, there's no alert, like nothing really that like shows it. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge downfall of StreamYard, where Streamlabs, OBS, everything else knows.
Levi, you sound upset, Levi.
I am, man. It deters me from using StreamYard, to be honest with you. And Streamlabs been doing me dirty lately as well. Got me thinking about all my options again.
Yeah, I can
All right,
show.
sorry,
I can show
sorry.
it. See, everyone sees that the man gave you some money.
It's one of those ones, man. Once you go monetize, it's all about like you seen Grossi's channel. It's about like getting people engaged with those super chats and
I would make
I'll
fun
hit
of
my
you.
payout eventually. I think I'm up to like $50.
If you send me a super chat, I would make fun of you. I would
Once
say,
I get
please
$100,
just
I can get the
who
payout.
actually needs it.
God, this bullpen is so dreadful. They haven't done jack
Related to
fucking
Kenny's
shit.
hair.
And while one pitcher of the bullpen of the Dodgers destroys the Yankees. Fuck me, man.
Yeah.
Go Yanks.
Only coach's son get to be pitchers in Little League. I always wanted to be a pitcher, but I didn't have a
Can't throw
dad.
strikes. Good God.
I have the same
Throw
hair.
So,
that strike.
Tommy, who you taking, buddy? We're waiting for Don to
Either
put a
on
pick in the
game
chat.
or on
Last
Denver
couple
and
of states.
Ravens. I got Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. They're definitely
Me,
going to
I
bounce.
also picked the Ravens. Tony picked the Ravens. Lily picked the Ravens. BC picked the Ravens. Terradome, who you picking here, buddy?
I got the Ravens, 9.5 favorites. No major injuries to report, so I think they're gonna dial up some good stuff to mess up Mr. Bo Nix. It's gonna be a
Mr. Boney.
I just like that the Ravens are paying attention to what Kirk said. One of the people that's actually like affiliated with the Ravens organization as a sports writer retweeted out Kirk and like basically was like, yeah, he's calling it. So we know inside the building they've seen Kirk breaking down, then be like, this is garbage.
Breaking us down.
I love
Why
it.
can't the world just let us be? Shout out, what's his name in the audience? John Travolta.
John Travolta's here.
Travolta?
Yeah, he's at the game.
Dude, I loved you in Staying Alive.
face off.
Not
I just remembered Staying Alive.
Staying Alive.
There's Joe. There's Joe.
Not
So
Saturday.
Chad Schrader took the Ravens. Crazy Juice took the Broncos.
What were you thinking
Yeah,
about making over the
Beto
top?
lost his stream.
And Dawn might be. Oh, there she is.
Hey, Don.
There she is. Dawn, we got the Ravens game. It's the Broncos at the Ravens, if you want to put that in the chat. Yeah, Beto did change his name, Bryant. It is, what did Steve-O say? It's 49ers Real Talk.
What?
What was wrong with the
Beto,
Golden?
it's not Niner sickness anymore. It's 49ers Real Talk.
Okay.
What?
I don't know.
He's gonna get in trouble for that name.
Levi, what are you measuring with your hands there, sir?
Wait, what?
What are you measuring with your hands?
He does know that
Hey,
Silverado, Kevin, and them are still going by Real Talk, Niner Talk, right?
Yeah, that Real Talk now the talk's gonna
Yes!
come.
Steve, you better find the hole.
Anyway.
I love Beto, but they're very protective of that name.
Oh, you mean the Niner part?
Yeah, real talk,
Oh.
Niner talk.
Yo, that's
Wait,
effed
who is that
up.
again?
I
I
didn't
heard
know
it.
that.
Yeah, I know those
Oh, yeah,
guys.
that
They,
Cam
they ain't feeling that.
Penny 49.
Niners fan, right?
I can tell you right now, they ain't feeling that.
Trust me, Pterodome, if anyone's gonna go like ape shit over that, it's gonna be Dom.
Dom,
my lawyer-
Kev, all Jew the Great, all of them going to be like, hey, yeah.
My lawyers and I will fight the
Stupid
Niners and
Dave.
do it live.
Especially Sersky.
She was StreamYard now.
They ain't feeling that.
Sersky is like the pit bull of them.
I'll try
StreamYard
to talk
doesn't
to Beto.
show my emotes, that my custom emotes that my members pay for.
That's interesting. So hold on.
What God's name are you talking
The next game, we got to focus and get through these picks, folks.
How many we got
Next
left?
game is the Bears at the Cardinals. Corona picks the Bears. John Jay, who you picking?
I'm taking another upset. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Oh, come on, John. You're putting bad juju out there. I
Who you
think
taking, John?
The World Series.
You taking Arizona, John?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he took it.
Yep, you took the Cardinals. Melissa, who you taking?
Can't have him win.
I am going with Montez Sweat and the Chicago Bears. Yes, Tommy, I still have faith in Caleb Williams, even though it irks you.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
getting better.
But Captain takes the Bears. Kenny, who you taking?
The Bears.
Okay, and I don't have faith in Caleb Williams.
Well, then you and Tommy are bosom buddies.
That's okay. Well, look at what the Bears have done historically with these top-rated quarterbacks. Spongy, who you taking, buddy?
Montez Sweat was on the Eagles first.
Nope, he got traded.
He was
Montez Sweat was a commander, and he went to the
Yeah,
Bears.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
We should have got him instead of Jog Young.
Yeah.
Philly has what is it? Josh Sweat, Spongy.
Spongy's
Yep.
pick. Hold on, what is Spongy? All right, Spongy, it's your pick, buddy.
Spoogy.
You gotta see something here. Where is that? Right here.
What is
No,
Lee
she's
doing?
not. Carcast, stop it.
That those fit far enough apart.
What is that?
It's not too
just about that long.
thin.
That's funny. I
Showing
actually
up
have
gang
no
signs.
idea where that context was from.
He's got gang signs.
Sports,
Listen,
Chicago
Bunch is
Sports
like
Talk with
Alex.
Michelle.
You better be careful.
Bottom of the ninth.
Spongy, it's the
Thanks,
Bears. It's the Bears at the Arizona Cardinals.
Bueller's not that good. He had a lucky
Bungy's
day.
doing fractions right now.
I know he's got the Cardinals.
Of course he does.
Did Don got the Cardinals? Don, did you make the pick for the Ravens or did I miss it? My chat's hopping right now. Let me look back.
That wasn't a
Broncos.
strike, you
I got
asshole.
the Broncos. All right, Levi, who you picking here, buddy?
I heard Caleb Williams is coming out with power red on his fingernails. Bears are
Oh,
going to
Christ.
shit.
Oh.
He's pissed.
power color, gentlemen. Power color.
He's peacocking, y'all.
Feel good, play good,
Oh no,
look good.
he's
He's
gonna paint his
peacocking.
nail.
Exactly.
I got a feeling Eberflus is going though,
Probably.
and they're gonna be just like Justin Fields, where they're constantly cycling through coaches and OCs.
They do
what if
that a lot.
Kingsbury comes
Sentinel,
over?
Not
Sentinel,
good
who
for
you
a young
taking here,
quarterback.
buddy?
I got the Bears.
What if they
The
fire and
Bears.
bring Kingsbury over from the Commanders?
Don Dotson
for the next head coach?
takes the
I
Cardinals.
mean, it makes sense. USC,
Crap.
like
It's a little early for that.
Crap.
Tommy, who
But
you
he already
taking,
said
buddy?
no to the
Jaden
Bears
Daniels wins
though.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I've
Leave
got
it.
Sorry, Sentinel.
Caleb Williams and the Gummy Bears.
Melissa.
Ay,
Other way around.
One down.
That was a good show, though, Gummy Bears.
I'm a gummy bear.
Sentinel,
loaded
you
with
picked the Bears, right?
THC.
Oh,
That's right.
I said the Bears.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I picked the
Okay.
Bears.
So I'm taking the Cardinals on this one because I don't have faith. It's
How
not
the
necessarily the quarterback, Caleb Williams. It's the organization he went to. Okay, it's not
Okay.
him. It's the organization.
You're
Yeah,
not wrong.
yeah.
Well,
But
I mean,
Leo-
new Call of
Tony-
Duty's coming out or just dropped.
Oh
True.
yeah, that you're right.
Black Ops
You're right.
6.
You can already pre-order, so
New
That
Call of
Arizona
Duty
tribute
coming
might
out.
Be a little distracted.
But
Oh.
Levi, here's the thing though. Cliff Kingsbury had the job first with the Bears and dissed them, and then chose the Commanders.
The Bears got rid of him. They didn't want
Bears.
him.
That's rough.
So Tony takes the Bears. Lily takes the Bears.
it's a good
Bryant
question.
takes the Bears. The Colts have a sweep, folks.
Tailspin.
Paradome, what are you taking here, buddy?
I'm going with a Call of Duty. I'm going with Arizona.
Comcast, they killed Lenny.
At home.
He's going with he puts the game controller down.
Kyler just needs to get into VR like Jane Daniels.
Crazy Juice is taking the Bears.
Woo!
Let's see.
Y'all know what I'm talking about with the VR with
Hey,
Jane
my
Daniels.
my
right?
chat's hopping, so
it's
now I got
hard.
to rewind here.
It's hard damn work, Carcass.
Chad Schrader took the Cardinals.
This white man can't jump.
Hey.
Bobby
Yeah, I
Boy.
can't jump. You're right. You're right.
I'd say don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, but I'm pretty sure everyone that's in the chat already has.
I don't know this Kenny, but he sounds cool to me.
He sounds very sophisticated.
Sophisticated. This
So
Kenny.
the next game.
Man, I like to share.
You guys
bulk
ready?
of it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Show program.
The Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers.
Divisional game too. It's a big one.
This is more than likely going to be the afternoon game on TV for me.
This is the game of the week, so it should be national television for most people at 4:00 on
Should
Fox.
But
Dodgers
Tony
won out
takes
the
the
way.
Lions. John Jay, buddy, who you taking here?
And this is gonna be a fun game. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to keep, like being a homer with the Lions. So I'm picking the Packers. I think the Packers might, again, divisional matchups. These are two good teams. And, I never consider divisional matchups upsets, but I think this could be a divisional upset. I got the Packers.
It's a little small, Levi.
The pick percentage on this on ESPN really didn't see that coming.
Fucking bitch. My worst nightmare,
Melissa?
the Dodgers won.
Yeah.
Melissa, who do you got here?
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
Good. I didn't have to see it. I turned it off.
I'm sorry that the Niners, the Yankees let you guys down. I apologize.
Oh, they didn't.
Hey,
trust me.
It's the football
Anyway,
channel. It's the football channel.
I am going with the Detroit Lions, and I'm on Ross St. Brown just dicing up the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Especially because I think Xavier McKinney's little streak with interceptions and pick sixes is going to end this game.
Captain
Dodgers
took the
world champ.
Lions. Kenny, who you taking here?
I'm taking the Lions. Like I said in the very beginning of the year, even before the season started, Detroit is adding pieces. They're doing whatever they can. They want to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Plus, Malik Willis is playing the Lions.
Doesn't hurt.
So, Spongy buddy, you paying attention?
Spoongy?
Hopefully he's doing his homework.
He's always
But,
that sounds like a lie.
Spongy, the
to me.
Lions at the Packers, buddy. What do you got? Oh, he says go Pack, go. I'm actually on the private chat. I should see that.
That
I
sucks.
hate that chant.
All right, Levi, who you taking here, buddy? Damn, 41
This
comments
is
since I looked
tough.
at it.
Jordan Love's taking a sigh of relief knowing Aiden Hutchins not there. This is surprising. On ESPN Pick'em, 84% picked the Lions. Only 16% picked Green Bay at home. I think Green Bay's safeties and McKinney and Williams are going to be a difference maker. I'm taking Green Bay. And of course,
But
no.
you
not
do
the
realize
defense.
that Jordan Love has a groin injury, right? And he reactivated his knee injury.
And it's not the defense, it's the offense that is not really stellar in Green Bay.
And the Packers are going to be facing Montgomery, who loves beating up on the Packers now that he's a Lion, and Jahmyr Gibbs, and they have like no answer at run D.
Great points.
Staying with my
All
boys.
right.
You know what's funny?
So,
is the
Sentinel.
Lion safeties
Sentinel,
are
who
1
you
and 2
taking?
technically as well.
Yeah, they are.
I'm taking the Packers.
He's taking the Packers. It's
Lions
a home
DBs
game.
are bad, yeah.
Go Pack, go.
Home game, and it might be cold enough to the point where Love don't feel anything. Yeah, Love stays hurt.
Love is pain.
Hold on, I got to talk about
Love
this.
is,
Talk about a wild
Love is
stat.
pain. Yes, that's a.
Talk about a wild stat.
Like
So
sunshine and
Deion
rain.
Branch and
better.
Kirby Joseph are ranked number 1, number 2 safeties in the NFL. The starting safeties for the Lions. But then when you go to the defensive side, Xavier McKinney is number 3. And Evan Williams, the strong safety for Green Bay, 5. So you have 4 out of the top 5 safeties in the NFL going to be playing in this game. It's going to be a good one.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
McKinney has
Kirby
grown
Joseph comes
leaps
from
and bounds away from the Giants, and he's been like a pick machine this year.
pick
Yeah, I
machine.
don't see Dawn's pick, but we lose her at one point because she's got to get the girls to bed. You know, it's
He's
like-
nice, Carcast. He is nice.
She might have done that already. Might be working on that. Tommy, who do you got here, buddy?
Mini Thor.
I've
You talking about
I've-
Alexander Anzalone?
Yeah, I picked
I love
Slacker,
Alexander.
so I'm just gonna stick with that because it's in Green Bay and they got a good run game too. So
He's like Trevor Lawrence was good, but on
It's
defense.
going to be a good game. Like
Kenny, I actually prefer Anzalone over Hutchinson. I'm probably like the only person who actually does.
I think Carcast might too, because he used to like the Detroit
laughing.
defense last year.
I'm laughing because you put that in the chat and then put it on both channels.
Labia.
I feel the same way, Tommy. I feel the same way.
Tommy the swear jar.
So I'm actually taking the Packers at home because Detroit is not in a dome. Tony takes the Lions. Lily takes the Lions. Do we have a clean sweep? Nope.
Okay.
Bryant took the Packers. Terry,
Levi,
who you
cor-
taking?
I got the pack. I got the pack.
Levi, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last 2 years the Lions have won in Green Bay, right?
I have no clue, to be honest.
The one year they won, I think, to end Aaron Rodgers' chances of getting to the Super Bowl was last year as a Packer. Last year before Thanksgiving, they won in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the pack.
So
I still
Chad
believe him.
Schrader and Crazy Juice both took the Lions.
So you guys are picking Green Bay for the defense, basically.
Got a hunch, and they
Yeah,
at
just,
home.
you know.
Yeah. Just
So this is the trash ball. You ready for the trash ball?
Mm-hmm.
Winner gets a bag, not a can. They're only getting a bag this time.
Is it
Okay?
real?
It's the LA
What is-
Rams at the Seattle Seahawks.
It sounds like an NFC trash bowl, more like it.
It's a trash bowl, but they're only getting the bag. They're not getting the can, like I said this time. So Corona takes the Rams. John Jay, who are you taking here?
Can I take the tie?
I knew that was coming.
That would be awesome.
Anyway.
Fuck, I would love it.
I had to pick that goofy team up north in the state of Washington.
What? No way.
Picking
I
the
hope you're
Sea
right, though.
Chickens. Well, we don't want the Rams to win because they got to
No.
win on us.
Yeah, if they do, they're fucking what? 4 and
They'll
4.
be ahead of us, and if the Cardinals win, they'll be ahead of us. We'll be in third place.
So I want Seahawks to be the only team that wins in the division. That's my wish. Please go Seahawks.
Ooh,
That's right.
ouch.
Melissa, who you taking here?
Well, I just want to take a moment to appreciate that Geno Smith has said the 12s have officially died.
He
They
said
had to
that?
go on he said they had to go on a silent count last week.
Hmm.
That it was so loud in Seattle that the Buffalo fans drowned him out and they couldn't be heard on offense last week.
They did mess up a play because
Bills Mafia travel.
So
Mhm.
I want to take a moment to appreciate that, and I am going to go and pick Puka Nacua and the Los Angeles Rams to continue the losing streak up in Seattle.
ooh,
Because
Come
it
on.
goes all the way back to the Giants game, right? That they've just been on a losing streak at home. Giants, Niners, Bills, now the Rams possibly.
Dang, this
This
is
is
true.
probably number
There's a theme going on here. So Captain takes the Sea Chickens. Kenny, who you taking, buddy?
I'm taking the Rams. They just looked too good on offense last year and on last week and on defense with their new rookies on the line. They looked really good. I just think they're like rolling right now. They were going to trade Cooper Kupp and now they're not. So that means that they're in it all the way now to try and get to the playoffs. They're going to want to win this game. And I think that the Rams will win this game. There's nothing special about the Seahawks, unfortunately. Their defense is kind of good in the backfield. That's it. I'll give them the line a little bit.
Spongy, buddy, who you taking?
It's Rams at Seahawks, Spongy.
He wants to take his favorite team, the Lambs. Retard?
I think he means okay.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna say I think he means the Seahawks there.
Yeah.
I hope you're right. Please, Spongy, please. Shady
Oh,
dude.
sea turds. He calls them the sea turds.
I was seeing how that was going to play out.
I call them the sea chickens. Now, what back in the day, I actually called them seagulls, and you wouldn't believe how offended Seahawks fans get.
Seagulls
Levi,
got
buddy,
mad.
who do you got?
I'm still believing in the Seattle Seahawks. I thought Fant was going to make his return last week. Still didn't make it. I'm telling you, they're going to be different. And real quick, we only have one more game, right?
DK's still hurt, isn't he?
I ain't worried about DK.
Got two more. Jacksonville and
Yeah, we got
Philly
two
and-
more. I'm trying here. It's like
I gotta
10:02 where I'm
run.
at.
I gotta run out real quick, actually. If you don't mind. So it's
Okay, so
Jacksonville
hold on.
versus
Yes.
Philly.
Philly and
Jacksonville,
Tampa,
Philly.
and then Tampa, Kansas City by 59.
Okay.
But
Bye,
appreciate you
Levi.
having me. I gotta head out.
right, good
Girlfriend's
night,
home.
Peace out,
It's
Levi.
Culver.
Happy
Go eat some-
All right,
Halloween.
buddy.
Have a good
Have
one.
a good one.
What's up, Eddie?
Sentinel, who you taking, buddy?
I am taking.
Bye,
Oh,
John.
Jesus. Okay, I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks over the Rams. Fuck all you LA teams. Fuck you, Rudy. I don't give a shit. Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck them all.
That's how you really feel.
I'm a San Francisco
Well, you
Giants
know.
fan. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan from San Francisco. This is like
I'm just trying not to think about it, John. Just put
I
it
know,
behind you.
I
Okay.
know, I
It's
know.
over. Okay.
I'll do all the BS tomorrow at my job. I have a lot of
All
fraud.
right, Dawn Dotson's out. She's got a sick pet. I hope the dog feels better. Oh yeah, she'll send me her pics. I'll tell her I'll DM her and tell her what we need. So Tommy, who you taking here? Oh yeah, you said
Yeah, I got the book.
yeah. Tommy, who you taking here?
I got the Lambs.
You got the Lambs.
Yeah. I just think they're better than the Seahawks. But I really want the Seahawks to win. So please,
Oh yeah, it would
You
be nice
cannot
for
go
the
so
Seahawks
far as to
win.
say you're going to actively root for Geno Smith, Tommy.
I am. He's going to be my boy. That's my boo right there.
Well, we kind of need the Seahawks to at least
Johnson.
split with the Rams to give us a chance at the division. So I hope the Seahawks win. Oh,
This Geno.
Seahawks, Eddie, make sure you guys
no,
win.
just saying that kind of made me sick, folks. I had to swallow a little bit of throw up there. I picked the Seahawks. Tony picked the Seahawks. Lily picked the Rams. BC took the Seahawks. Terradome, what do you got here, buddy?
Sea chickens.
Sea chickens.
back.
I just want to see how they win.
Hey, just the home
Crazy
team.
Juice
I guess
picked.
anything's possible.
I gotta
Nothing
find it.
special. Just
He picked the Rams.
They suck at home.
Jed Trader. I gotta look through my
They
chat.
suck at home.
They lost to the Giants at home, Tommy.
Oh, he picked the
Right.
Rams. I know it's Jim Everniner the Faithful, Chad. That's his name, Jim Everniner the Faithful. If you ever
Evernight.
see him, let him know. Let
The
him know.
mid.
He hasn't been around in a minute. Did someone block him?
That hasn't stopped them before.
That wouldn't be.
Somebody did block him.
I haven't seen him around for a minute. Did one of you guys block him?
He said someone blocked him.
I
but
never
wasn't me.
block him. I want to talk shit to him all the
That's
time.
exactly it. Don't
Just-
block him.
That's
Yeah,
why.
somebody blocked
No
him.
one
He
did.
said.
I'll check. I'll check after the stream real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But
Remulia was
Jaguars
in
at
mine
Eagles
yesterday.
Yeah,
I had
Jaguars at
Remulia.
Eagles. David Corona picks the Eagles. John Jay, who are
Jaguars.
you picking here? John Jay?
Oh, my bad. Whoa,
The
what game are we-
Jaguars at the Eagles.
Oh my gosh, I gotta take little Spongy's corny team. I'm taking the Eagles.
All right. Melissa, who you taking here?
You're making me pick between two of the Giants I hate most in all of time, between Evan Ingram and Saquon Barkley.
Hey, that I don't know.
I unfortunately have to go with Spongy's team, the Eagles.
Captain takes. Where in the heck is it? I'm starting to wonder if I got all the picks. The Eagles, right there. So, Kenny, who you taking?
Eagles.
Eagles. Spongy, you taking the Jags? Did he have that damn? Look, he's smiling. He's shaking his head. Yes, you're seriously taking the Jags, picking against your team. All right. He's just doing that because he thinks it works. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
Levi, he took the Eagles. Didn't know who you taking here, buddy.
I'm taking the Eagles.
Sweet. Tommy, who do you got?
Sorry, I've got the Jennifer Squirts and the Beagles.
Jennifer Schwartz. All right. Me, I'm taking the Eagles. Oh, Tony took the Jaguars. Lily took the Eagles. And BC took the Jaguars. Terradome, who you taking? Is he still here?
Terradome.
Terradome, you awake? Oh,
Nope.
Here we go again.
Nope. He done.
Terradome's out. If I
Darn.
see him move, I'll bring him back, okay?
Okay.
We're going to let him sleep in peace.
Yeah.
So Crazy Juice took the Eagles. Chad Schrader. And let's see. He took the Dirty Eagles.
Seahawks Eddie in the chat. What's up?
Eddie, what's cracking, buddy? Where's he at?
Out there.
Oh, there he is.
He may not be here anymore. I don't know.
There he is. He's there. What's up, Eddie? What's going on, buddy? And me
Oh,
and him, we
Seahawks
do a
Eddie?
collab like before every 49ers Seahawks game. We do a collab.
You ever notice there are some people who can fall asleep like no matter what they're doing or what noise?
Ooh,
they're-
Papa Jay's,
Yeah,
Papa Jay's taking
I'm so jealous.
he's taking the Eagles.
Eagles.
He says it just a slightly different way.
Eagles. Eagles. Eagles.
Hey, you know. So the Monday night game, don't forget the points. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Kansas City to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Corona takes the Chiefs with 48 points. John Jay, who do you got?
That's weird.
Okay. I'm taking the Chiefs total of 50 points.
Freaking me out. Scary. Reminds me of the
Freaking out.
that
Well,
weird
it's
thing
Halloween. So
Spongy's
it's Halloween. I don't know what he's doing.
like the
That's
ring.
that's a bat. Spongy, you got a bat flying around your room, buddy. Melissa, well, who are you taking here?
I am unfortunately picking the Chiefs and giving them 49 points.
Ooh. We
man.
got 48, 49, and 50. That's all locked up. Captain took the Bucks and 41 points. Kenny, who you taking?
Well, I'm definitely going to take the Chiefs. And I think that, if you look at what the Chiefs defense has done this year, they rarely give up more than like 15 to 20 points tops. I mean, I don't see them scoring many points. It's probably going to be like 35 points this game. 21-10, something
All
like
right. All right, I got you.
that. Yeah,
20
man.
to 15, 5 field goal.
Yeah, something like that.
Spongy,
I have
who
the
you
Chiefs
taking here,
putting up
buddy?
35 and the Buccaneers squeaking out 2 touchdowns.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, that's very
Chad
similar to what
Schrader's
I
taking
have.
the Swifties.
Kelsey hasn't done shit this year. He ain't going to do anything.
He had a touchdown
Yeah, he
on
has.
National Tight End
He's had
Day.
one good game his
That's what
entire year.
that's what was
One
said
game.
last year too.
Just saying what he's done.
Yeah,
so
but now he has that TV show of his. Are you smarter than a celebrity?
he used to be on another TV show where he was in space
That's
with
funny.
Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
live on Levi's channel and he
Oh,
ain't even here.
The best
Everett.
actors always survive the
Where you
longest.
been, mid?
What the hell are you doing, Spongy?
Spongy's weirding me out.
He
Now
needs
my
to pick
living
this
room.
game. All right, Spongy, you got the Chiefs, the Buccaneers at the Chiefs. Who's gonna win? Oh, private chat.
Okay,
I
that's
don't know what
seriously
Spongy's doing.
freaking weird.
He's doing
40
kid things.
to
He's doing kid
24.
things.
Come on, crack. You look like the little boy from The
Almost
Ring
66,
3.
huh? Levi took the Chiefs in 59. Sentinel, I already know, but go ahead and say it.
Chiefs, total combined score of 44. Final score 30-14.
Nice. You know who decided to show up? Jim
Ev-
Evernight, the faithful. What's up, buddy?
Slim mid, the
We were just like, where's Jim at? Just a minute ago. Tommy, who you taking here, buddy?
Jimmy, congratulations winning a freaking championship with 5 unearned runs. God, way to win. I don't think the Dodgers won, the Yankees just lost. But anyway, I'm picking the Kansas City fucking pieces of dog shit, cheaters. And I got the the score is going to be about 37.5.
0.5. Me, I actually picked the Chiefs and 39 points. Tony picked the Bucks. Lily picked the Chiefs. BC picked the Bucks. Teardome. Hold on, he's moving. Are you back with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got the Jaguars at the Eagles. You picked the Eagles. Who do you got for Monday night? We got the Buccaneers at the Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs. No, I got Tampa Bay, 55 points.
Okay.
Who do you have in the Eagles Jacksonville game, Pterodome?
Crazy Juice picked the Chiefs.
Philly.
Papa J picked the Chiefs. And that's it. We done.
Do you have Philly written down for Pterodome for the Jacksonville game?
Probably blocked you.
Yeah, I got the Eagles.
I had a gig at the prom night. I saw your dad running around with his rainbow freaking jumpsuit on, bodysuit.
Yeah, we
I
noticed you kind of go out there, Pterodome, so I took you off screen just so you could, have peace and quiet, or
Yeah, man. I felt it coming on. I'm tired.
I had a gig at Oakland Pride.
It's all good. We're all done with the picks now.
Hey, Pterodome. Do you see my least favorite player and his wife's costumes for this year?
Who's your least favorite player?
Kyle Juszczyk.
Papa J.
They were dressed up as Mona Lisa Vito and Vinny from My Cousin Vinny.
That's good costume.
They're from Newark.
Like, that hurt me because I love that movie. I love Joe Pesci, and he's dressed up as.
That's real good.
I hate you, Kyle Juszczyk.
That is real good.
Did you just see a youth?
Does he have the Does he have the
Excuse-
tails on like an accordion player on the?
He had like the
Uh,
chain and the heavy sweater and the dark pants and the whole thing. And she's in the getup she was wearing with the biological clock ticking.
Okay.
She's got like the little
Oh
gray
my
streak in
God.
her hair.
Yeah, that's a good husband wife costume there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, you know what time it is, folks.
Peanut butter
say
jelly
goodbye.
time.
It's the bye week.
Yes.
It's bye week. You know, it's like
Much needed bye week on a good victory Wednesdays. A lot of people are poo-pooing the fact that it was the Cowboys, but hey man, they get paid too. And
Can they have Delaney
win
Walker
for
at
them.
every single game? Delaney Walker brought good luck.
He needed to. That's one of the worst deals to get rid of Delaney Walker instead of anybody else. That still hurt. That's a Trent Baalke move.
Did you see him and Patrick Willis together on the sideline? And
I
then
did.
Delaney and George had a little moment too in his little mic'd up thing.
I did, man.
And then they
Delaney
did a
Walker's one
foghorn
of my
together.
favorite ball players. We should have never let Delaney Walker, him or Defoe. That was big moves. Lost.
all right. Oh yeah, there we go. I won what? Oh, that's it. Oh well, it's almost time for us to get out of here. I got a text message. Who texted me?
All right, I gotta go to bed.
Yep.
Night, Tommy.
Not checking
Night,
all out,
Tommy.
All
man.
right,
Thanks a
Tommy.
lot.
Have a good
Enjoy it.
night, buddy.
Tommy,
Get up.
I'm doing a quick 49ers news search to see if there's anything to talk about. I highly doubt there is. They're talking about Javarius Ward, and that's sad. You know.
I think George Kittle and his
Oh,
wife.
yeah, Terradome's out. He's
Star
got to go
Wars.
to bed. I can't blame him. I'm about to do the same thing.
Yes, they did.
I've heard a
So
lot of
that's
names.
just,
DeForest Buckner,
super sad.
Thomas, Ojulari.
Ojulari cannot run stuff to save his life.
Just the names I heard.
I know.
I know.
It's just every time that there's a deadline, they think that there's going to be some magic player that's going to save the universe. Here's the thing. Why don't you just put Evan Anderson on the main roster before he gets poached by somebody?
So I want to say this very quickly to the Mooney Ward family. And again, I'm only speaking from my experience and nobody else, but I've known people who had children before like 2-3 years old. It's a very sad experience. So, like I don't know the state of mind on the Mooney Ward family. So if you're a person who like gives prayers, make sure to think about them, because it's like what happened to Goodwin a few years ago. It's not fun. So I want to say that.
Yeah, I remember that.
I want to apologize to you guys for the group DM when I was criticizing that news hadn't come out yet, and I still stand by my criticism has nothing to do with his personal life or the kind of person he is, and my heart is completely with the Ward family, just like it was with the Kittle family when they had their miscarriage. But I still stand by that. My issues with Ward, I hope don't cause Lenore, because I really don't want Lenore to go away. Because I think they're only going to pay one of them, and I'm really worried that it's going to be Lenore that walks.
Well,
I was watching Ward play, and he looked like he lost a step. And
his mind may
now
be somewhere else.
maybe
His mind may have been somewhere else.
it's on his child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that was what was going on with him.
You know what it comes down to for me, as much as I love the Amador Lenore, is that for me, Ward is just taller. And he's on the outside. And that's hard to find. Cornerback.
Okay, but Ward doesn't swing in and play nickel. He can't play all three cornerback spots.
No, he can't. But instead
Lenore
of
can't.
Full of utility players, I sure would love some special.
But Kenny, that's exactly the reasoning they used against Defoe and Arik Armstead. They said he could play inside or outside in a pinch.
Yeah, they like that. So
And Armstead couldn't stay healthy. Armstead got slower, and DeForest Buckner became like an all-star in Indianapolis. Like I'm not trying to take anything away from what Mooney Ward has done for our DBs. I really don't want to see another young star leave just because they choose the older proven veteran from somebody else.
It's not veteran for me. For me, it's measurables. And Mooney Ward is way taller. There are wide receivers out there today. They're kids. They're coming right out of college. They're really tall. They're really fast. And Diamador Lenore is 3 apples high. And it's just only going to last so long. Not everyone is Fred Smoot. That's just my opinion on it. It's always been.
No. I don't agree with you, but I respect where you're coming from.
Yeah, for me, it's just
like I'm not going to be able to change your stance. You're not going to be able to change my stance. That's
no. And like I said,
Kenny, some of the best corners in the league are short. Some of the best corners in the league are short, dude.
Some are, and some are great, but for the most part,
all I know is I still got my hopes up that Lenore's going to have a pick 6, and this time Nick Bosa won't have a freaking pre-snap penalty that'll call it back.
Diamando's always around.
He was tall enough to get that interception on the sideline during the Cowboys game, man.
I know. Again,
I really want to see side by side. Do you guys remember the one that he had against Dak in the divisional round? Like, there's some of the ways that he contorts his body to get these interceptions. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, so when it comes down to it,
Ayuk, and he was the greatest. He caught everything, and he was the best, and he was the fastest, and now it's gone.
No one ever said he was the fastest.
Well, he was the fastest.
Kenny, I am not talking about receivers because I get crazy when it comes up to a certain receiver, and people always get upset when I talk about him, so I'm not going to do it.
I just don't like to get hung up on what someone did. I'm more worried about what they're going to do. And so it's great.
And that's exactly it. That's why you re-signed Lenore. He's 26? Javarius Ward's 28, 29? I mean, I like the guy.
Yeah.
I like the guy. He's a good player.
I do too.
And unfortunately,
I love him. You only like him. I love him.
And unfortunately, this is a NFL. This is a now league. You go with the younger guy. No disrespect to Mooney Ward. He's a good player, but he's getting, his age is catching up. And if you have a younger guy, and Lenore this year has been playing lights out.
Look at Gibson. Remember when he was playing as our safety? And what was his greatest asset? His experience, that he was older, not that he was young.
Gibson also brought out the best in everyone around him, though, Kenny. It was different. He was mentoring and shaping Talanoa into his best self when Talanoa was actually available, and then he did the same thing with Jair Brown last year.
I know everyone's not Tom Brady, but I will cite the commercial. The commercial where he's like, some guy who played 2 snaps in JUCO thinks that I should quit, that I'm not there anymore, that I'm too old, that. I'm just saying, man. That's what I'm just pointing out. So, like I said, Mooney Ward did slip. And now we know why, maybe. Like, his mind was somewhere else.
We'll see what happens after the bye week.
From here on out.
We still have 9 games to play.
Do you guys think that Hufanga just walks?
Well, here, before we move on to Hufanga, can I just say this? I would have gotten rid of Ayuk, and we could have kept both of them. So that's my opinion. Simple.
Well, at this point, with how Mustafa's playing, I don't know if they might sign Hufanga to a prove it deal next year, but beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Well, hold on. This is all off-season talk. It can wait. It's like,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, at this point in time, shout out to Javarius Ward and his family. I wish them the best. My condolences for what happened. That's horrible. Yeah.
I think Parag is a genius. And if there's a way we can keep them both and move on from someone else, I think that's also a possibility. But, I mean, it doesn't mean that if we brought both back that they would play the way they have in the previous years. They could be terrible in the next year. It's just how it is. It's just too hard to tell. So I like the experience. I like the height, the measurables, like I said. But I love Diamandola more. I want them both. I want them both. That's my opinion.
So in that scenario, Kenny, who would be the one that gets gone? Because for
Like I
me,
said,
it'd
I
be
would've-
Kyle Juszczyk.
Well, I would get rid of Kittle or Juszczyk. It doesn't matter to me. What I would have done though is, like I said, I would have gotten rid of Ayuk, and we would have gotten a haul, and we would have got a lot of picks, and maybe gotten a player, and I thought that would have been fantastic.
I still think
Well, I
Debo's
think-
going to be a giant next year.
I think we would have got like a second round pick and a player. I honestly think that's all we would have got out of Ayuk, but it was better than
I like it.
nothing. But at the same time, who saw what happened coming, right?
Nobody
No
saw
one.
it coming, but that's just my point. Like
So-
nobody's right or wrong right now in this room. It's just who knows what's going to happen, and when the time comes, we don't know.
And Steve-O, we're probably not going to see Ayuk till halfway next season, so
He's not
I'd
gonna
imagine
play-
we're keeping Debo.
He's probably not
Yeah.
going to even play next year.
But I was actually saying I was saying it depends on the contract situation. If they signed Ayuk, then I honestly thought they were going to trade Debo this offseason. But with Ayuk being injured, that's definitely not the plan, I bet.
And it's
Oh,
There's
we'll
a
see.
rumor
We'll see.
that
It's all speculation.
there's
It's
a
all
rumor that
speculation till we see it
Debo
happen.
wants to make more money in the offseason because all the other receivers got paid this offseason.
Well, and then it's like, is Debo going to be bucking for a contract when we're trying to sign, freaking Brock?
Nate?
This is why they drafted Cowing and Purcell. They know we have X amount of contracts on the books. We got all kinds of, cap hits coming up. They need to draft well. And then the year Adam Peters leaves, who I've been saying Adam Peters is a genius, but the last couple drafts have been
I agree. I didn't
know?
like the last few drafts.
but then this year's draft we're hitting like this, and Melissa, speaking of rookies, Evan Anderson is on the 53. He has been promoted.
That makes me
So-
happy. I like him. I really love
And
those
all
undrafted
kinds of-
free agents that come out of nowhere.
There's all kinds of speculation. Oh, the Niners are going to go after a nose tackle. We have one. His name is Evan Anderson. Why are we going to go after a nose tackle?
Evan Everett.
I think it's because there's just been so much injuries on the D line. Like I think for a long time we were all excessively upset with the defensive line being the first pick the Niners make every draft.
Well, I like our top three defensive ends, and Nick Bosa, Sam it's Okuonu.
Sam was been
And
awesome.
no one likes saying the name, but I looked up how to pronounce it. That's how you say it. Okay. So and then we got Leonard Floyd. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Leonard Floyd's pretty good, guys." I don't know what you guys are seeing on the field here.
I think they expected
those are defensive ends. I mean, they bring in Robert Beal Jr., which I think he actually ended up injured this last game, or he got nicked up. I don't think it was a big deal though.
David, I know for a fact that it's pronounced Okinawa. Okay, let's not get into it.
Look, the thing with Leonard Floyd,
That's a
I
city
think
in Japan.
McKnight, to be honest,
That's my fifth answer.
I think the
Okinawa.
Leonard Floyd issue is that they thought that it would free up Bosa like his rookie year, where Bosa just teed off.
Oh, you don't want to hear what I think of Bosa.
And I think they were
I love
expecting
him.
the Leonard Floyd from the Bills and the Rams that just constantly was in the quarterback's lap and constantly getting sacks and pressures. And you know what? Niners fans have a right to be upset because they haven't had a legitimate D end to go with Bosa for years. So,
well, we've brought plenty of people who could have been good, but they
I'm not saying they haven't tried, Kenny. I'm just saying that there's been no stability. It's the same thing with people who say that, get rid of Kittle. Well, we have nothing stable at tight end.
Well, that's why when someone said, "Do we bring Max Crosby over?" I'm like, "Why? He's not going to do great if he comes here. No one who comes here and plays on the other side does great. So why bother bringing Max Crosby?" But then they're like, "But it's Max Crosby," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, it was Chase Young,
I honestly
We said that about Javon Hargrave too.
Hargrave."
Look, if we bring Max Crosby has many years of being solid, I don't think it would hurt having him on the other side of Bosa. But at the same time, it would give us the chance to start using the NASCAR package again and start.
Yes.
We've already been doing this though. We've been putting
it
San
sounds
Okuwanu
Oki,
on the
no.
inside. That's a city in Japan, Kenny.
I don't
But
believe
we've been putting him on the inside and pass rushing that way with like Beal Jr. or Lloyd on the outside. But right now we only have 4 edges. I know we get Gross Matos back at some point. I don't honestly think we're going to make a trade, guys. This is my opinion. I don't think we're going to need to make a trade. We don't need a wide receiver. We don't need a defensive lineman. We're getting a guy back. I like what we got. You know, what
We're
we
gonna
got.
see back.
There's nothing wrong with what we got.
CMC won't.
Plus, Kyle
we get
seems to like to
CMC back.
get
We get
bench
Greenlaw
warmers.
back.
Don't
You
tease
know.
me with Greenlaw. That upset me when
Um,
he said he'd still be week to week after the bye.
Yeah, I don't think Crosby is a possibility, but I was just using an example. Like
I think
I
bring
he
Greenlaw back for the last 4 games, and this depends on, you know, we got to win some games and get ourselves in good position to make the playoffs.
I need Jake Greenlaw for the Bills game.
I would bring him back for the last like 4 or 5 games, get him going, warmed up.
I need him
get
for
back
the
in the swing of things before the
Well,
playoffs.
don't think
But that depends on what happens in the next 2-3 games, right?
Detroit's probably making a move for Crosby right now.
The Raiders have already said that they're not trading him. But then again, the Seahawks also said they're not trading Russell Wilson too, right?
Mm.
Right.
Well, it's also the Panthers who had like 4 first-round picks offered at one point for Brian Burns by the Rams.
Wow.
They said no, and then they gave up a second, a third, and something crazy small for the Giants to get him.
It was down.
No, I don't look at that. That's like saying F the Rams. I like it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes teams say that they don't want to have the opportunity, and then they have to settle for less.
Like, I hope Reddick doesn't end up on this team. I'll be so upset. It is not going to work.
I don't. Why? We had
guy's
Jim
been
Bird
sitting
on this
on his
team, and he
ass the
knocked out
whole
Montana in
season.
'86. Who
He hasn't been
cares?
playing all year.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's just gonna come here and be like, "Oh, you know, we're just getting into the groove."
We
of
do
the
not need another Chase Young, who's just going to come here with a stupid name and do nothing.
Okay,
Okay.
If we get him for a 7th round pick, I'd do it.
Uncle, you guys are right.
I don't know.
Plus,
No, you're
doesn't he
right.
have like? Plus, doesn't he have like Jimmy G's agent right now? I don't trust anyone that's really represented by Jimmy G's agent.
He seems difficult, like that Kenny kid.
We got to go after the agents.
Oh,
more.
you mean James Richard Garoppolo? Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
James Richard
JG.
Garoppolo the third.
Richard.
Yep.
And it's like Kyle. Right now, he's not doing great. So guess what? It's Kyle Michael Shanahan.
All dicks are Richard.
Government
Not
name,
all
he's gonna
Richards are
get it.
Yep.
So,
Son
are
of
you
a
like
bitch.
Richard
His middle
Sherman
name
and you
is
call him
Michael.
Nicholas John Bosa when he's good, or just Nick Bosa?
I
When
call
he's
him
good,
Baby-
he could be
Baby
called
Bear.
Nick Bosa. But right now, it's kind of I can't say he's not putting forth the effort because I see him in the backfield getting pressures and creating havoc. But he's just not getting the sacks. You know, he's in the quarterback's head, and that's what we're paying him money to do.
He's the reason why Jair Brown had that interception on Dak.
Yeah, I mean the guy's a good player. You know, he's going to be
Hey.
a 49er for a long time. I just hope this next half of the season he just starts collecting sacks so he can shut everybody up. You know,
Who was it?
Oh my God. He's
Was
gonna
it the
go like
Patriots
Super
game
Saiyan.
where Bosa had an interception, like his first interception since his rookie year?
That was the
You remember when he
Carolina
tipped
game.
it to himself?
That was the Carolina game.
Oh,
We beat
okay,
him
that
like
was
54.
against Kyler.
What an amazing time to be alive.
I don't pay attention to my phone.
Oh,
That's
by the
fine.
way, I'd rather go through childbirth than porting another phone from another phone company.
Hey, David, how do you feel about me making my Jackbox thumbnail that picture that I sent you? Would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah.
What about John Jay? You think John Jay? Do you think John Jay would like it?
I think it'd be fine.
I think John Jay looks like a stud.
You know, I'll forward it to him and make. I'll forward it to
check
him.
with
Hold on a
John Jay
second.
first, and if it's okay with John Jay, then I just have to check with. Can you check with Beto too?
Oh, Beto's on, ain't he?
So I heard
Beto's
my
on there.
name.
I could put someone else's face on there though.
Well, I heard my name, Kenny. What are you doing now?
Download.
I'm gonna
send you a picture here in a minute, John.
He's gonna send you a picture. I made a band picture of that we were in a band in high school. So I put our faces on this band from the 80s, and I'm going to use it as my Jackbox thumbnail, but I want to check with everyone first.
Where the heck there he is?
Beto looks the best. Beto looks the best, if you ask me.
I want to hear your rant.
I don't mind my guy. He actually has hair.
I couldn't make it look any better because the more I touched it up, the more of your head disappeared. So I had to stop before it was too late. You should send Bryant the one I made of him as well.
Oh, I should, huh?
I put heads on
yeah,
other things.
I texted the picture you talked about to you, John.
So
Day.
here's what's funny. The reason what's funny about that is that you know I don't know if it's Sgt. Pepper's. Tommy would have known better, but there's an album for the Eagles, not the Eagles, the album for the Beatles, and I don't know if it's the outside or the inside, but there's like 1 million people in the picture. And I put all my friends' heads on all those pictures one year, and I sent it to everyone, and they loved it. So I always just put heads on people, on other people.
Wow.
It's a funny hobby.
No, Sgt. Pepper's is the right album.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah.
You know what?
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club.
Yeah, and all the
Have
people.
You thought about changing out Beto for Levi?
Yeah, or anyone like I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could do Levi. Yeah, I'll do Levi.
All right, so
change out Beto for Levi.
Here's also what I'll do. I'll make a new one. I'll make a new one, and I'll make it look really, really good because that's cool. I made it. Right. That's piss cool. I could do better.
Okay, so
all right, John Jay. Hold on, John Jay's looking at the picture.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say, I don't know what this picture is, but besides all that.
Your hair looks awesome, bro.
I'm okay with it. You know what?
Yeah, bro. John Jay looks awesome. It looks perfect.
I'm okay with it. I'm gonna put a little bit ish. I'm a little bit, but I don't know why you did that. But okay, you're good. You're good.
Okay, I thought it was good.
You're good.
Okay, yeah. So I'll put Levi's head on there. I'll find his head and I'll put it on there. I'll find your head. Trust me. Look at that shit.
What is that anyway?
I don't know if it's like some.
So I'm right here.
I don't know if it's like a male strippers or if it's a band.
You see, next to me is John Jay. Then there's Kenny. Then there's Beto all the way on the end. You can see
that's
Beto.
Manowar, the band.
It's Manowar,
American Power Metal band. I love the Manowar.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to the Twitter group, Melissa, so you can get a look at it.
Sentinel, I could put your head on there, but I don't know what it looks like, dude.
McKenna, you don't have.
I look like Fred Savage from the Wonder Years.
Okay, I'll put Fred Savage's head. No, I'm gonna put Levi because it's a show, but we'll get your head on there. We'll find a band with 5 members.
Oh man!
All right, I DM'd it to your Twitter. I DM'd it to you, Melissa, so you can get a better look at that picture.
I'll also send you my phone number if you want to. Just if texting is easier for you, even though it's harder for me.
That was a first draft. Now I'm embarrassed, guys. I can do way better. That was just like first draft. Okay.
Kenny, I love you, but please never add my face to your stuff.
No, I won't.
I got one for you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Judas Priest. They got 5 members.
Okay.
So I can put my face on Rob.
Kenny, can I give you a suggestion? If you're ever gonna put my face on something, can you not put it on a picture like
Wait, not put it on what?
I don't know what that is. It's hilarious.
And don't do Bon Jovi, because dude sold out and became an Eagle fan, and then he became a Patriot fan just because Bob Kraft had him up in his suite.
You know what happened? I started out looking up awkward 80s pictures first to put us in like those like after in school when they would take your pictures and had the lasers behind you because I made one of Brian Colt. with the lasers behind him, like in these like elementary school pictures where he's like this. Like, you know how they put you on like
You
a
was so
log?
using the most random like hair bands, wouldn't you?
Yes, I was trying to find that, but then it got me to like a legit like a nice photograph of this band. And I'm like, oh shit, this looks really good. Let me use this one. But I was trying to
Yo,
find-
you know what would be cool is if you could like take everyone's photos, right? And kind of like use
Well,
the
yeah.
shadows, and
Real
you
picture.
recreate like everybody as like Bohemian Rhapsody,
It'd
where
be-
half their
hey,
face is
hey,
light and
Wolf.
half their face is dark.
It's hard to
Wolf
get
is in
a
the
good
building.
picture
What's
of
up,
people,
buddy?
but
What's
I'm
up, buddy?
not-
Great to see you.
Anyway,
We're on the bye week, so it's time to mend up and get some guys back. Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bye week, man. We got reinforcements coming back, guys.
I hope
Hey,
so.
you know, there are things I would like to see. You know, I know Melissa's probably not the biggest fan of Feliciano, but he's an upgrade over Brendel at center. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Probably.
At this point, David, I would give just about anything to get rid of Jake Brundle.
I would take
Like,
Jake as our backup.
I literally will take 5 more years of Kyle Juszczyk just to get rid of Jake Brundle.
Yes.
Look, I
Like,
don't mind him. as a
I'm
back-
sorry. I hate Kyle Juszczyk. I don't have very many nice things to say about the man, but at this point, I take almost anything. Just get the hell Jake Brundle out of there. If it's not him not even blocking on blocks and getting pretty destroyed, it's the stupid pre-snap penalties on drives where guys get 30 plus yards and then it has to come back and they get nicked up on the play because they were working so hard to get the 30 plus yards. And it's just like, there's not a damn thing he can do that's good. Like,
And then,
he's like 2 steps above Connor Williams, just not sending the ball flying over guys' heads. Like that's the only thing he doesn't do bad.
And that stuff also bugs me, but what really bugs me is his protection calls. It's like you have these on your face, right? You can see the blitz coming. Why aren't you calling the protection to accommodate for the blitz?
Or your offensive lineman could say something too. Shit.
But here's the thing. Did you guys see this in the Dallas game? And it really pissed me off in the Dallas game because there was no DeMarcus Lawrence and there was no Micah Parsons. There were plays where Jordan Mason, or was it Isaac Aranda? It was one of the running backs, was getting the ball, right? And Brendle's just standing there like a statue. Like he's trying to be like the Statue of Liberty. And he's just watching the play as the running back is just like slammed by like 4 different Cowboys.
Yep.
He doesn't even put like an alligator arm out or like try to help him up out of the dog pile. He just stands there like a statue.
Well, I know Feliciano has a lot of experience in the NFL. They're almost the same age, believe it or not. I think he's 1 year older than Brindle, but Feliciano has a lot more time starting.
Yep.
Not at center,
And-
though. Not at center though. Starting on the
played,
line.
he played a full season for the Giants at center.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
we know he can do it.
Yep.
And when it
It's
comes
not
down
the
to
sack,
it, like
Steve-O.
if the shit is hitting the fan, dude, Steve-O, it's not that, man. It's his calling of protection. All the guys getting to Purdy, hitting Purdy, rushing Purdy, hurrying Purdy. The center's the guy that calls the protection.
So
it's his penalties. It's
Why
not
were you
just the
yelling,
one
though?
sack. That's not it.
yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, guys, but I gotta go. So
Pedro
great
Feliciano.
talking to you guys.
Bye.
See ya,
All right,
Jonathan.
buddy,
Happy
get on
Halloween.
outta
All right,
here.
have a good night, man. Happy Halloween.
Can I ask you guys a question? And I mentioned it in the group chat when I told you guys I was really sick last week and I really couldn't breathe, let alone I was just sneezing crazy. I don't know if you addressed it or not because I was really sick and I just couldn't watch podcasts. But can we stop giving the damn ball to Kyle Juszczyk on 3rd and long on run calls? Not pass
I
call.
know, Jesus.
On a
Why are we
run
doing
call
that?
2 weeks in a row. Last time against the Chiefs, it was like 3rd and 17 or 3rd and 19, and they're
It was like 3rd
running
and
it with Kyle
22.
Juszczyk. And this past week, it was 3rd and 10 because there was a penalty, so it went backwards.
3rd
And they're
15,
giving
yeah.
to him on these run calls, and it's driving me insane. This guy can't get 1.5 yards, and you're giving him 3rd and long.
Man. But yeah, I mean, we just we need a guy that's going to see the blitz and be like, all right,
And
I'm going over here instead of letting two guys take on four guys, and then there we go, they're to Purdy. And,
no,
oh
we
shit,
agree.
Purdy throws an interception because he's getting hit.
Oh, and did you see that though, Kenny? Like, you got to look up the George Kittle mic'd up, because
Yeah,
what
I'm gonna
really
watch
pissed me off was that Kyle Juszczyk was making a joke that Kittle should be lined up as the running back, and he's like, no. Like, are we really that desperate that we're just going to constantly line up the absolutely worst people at running back on long downs?
I don't know why they were. I actually don't know the situations you were talking about. Were they like situations where like they were just trying to get some room to punt or something? Because maybe they gave it to him so he wouldn't fumble. It's the only reason I can think.
It was at the beginning of the Chiefs game. It was like either the first or second drive. There was back-to-back penalties, and it was like 30-19, and they just handed it to Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah, it might have been to like just make sure someone doesn't fumble and to get some room. But like again, I don't know why we're doing that. We have to go for big plays, unless he thinks that Brock's going to throw an interception, and then that's scary.
Like, I understand if
Not
it was a
confident
passing play,
Brock.
especially one up to the boundary, because that's what Kyle Juszczyk does better than most people, which is keep his toes in bounds.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I accept it, but the running calls, like especially on 3rd and long, it just makes no sense to me.
I don't mind Juszczyk at all, but we don't need a fullback, and that's a lot of money that he takes up. So that's my opinion with him. So we don't need that guy.
And he complained like a son of a bitch that everybody else's money can get knocked down after the deals, and he didn't want to take a pay cut.
Yeah, I mean, and look, the only reason Juice is always wide open on those plays, and like he gets a nice play and gets us a first down, 3rd and long, it does happen. They use him for that. It's because no one's like watching him. So it's, I mean, it's a benefit to him. So he's kind of sneaky out there. So that's really his best asset, right? That he's like a very talented player, and he's masquerading as just a fullback. So that's really what they like about him. Because I would think pretty much it. And he blocks, of course. But.
Oh, and one more thing you gotta check out is on George Kittle's touchdown. You remember how they threw the flags originally because of Chris Connolly getting knocked into the player? You know what I really loved about the play was like George started celebrating. He stopped because how George has that bad luck where flags are always on his touchdowns. He goes right over to Chris Connolly and like comforts him. And he's like, dude, don't even sweat it. Like you're fine. Then they make the call that it's a touchdown. And then when they come off the field, he goes right back to Chris Connolly. He's like comforting him on the sideline. And, a lot of people give George crap, but it's just like moments like that just don't ever get appreciated enough with George.
George is a genuinely nice person and considers other people's feelings, which a lot of people do not do.
No, but he also makes sure that people don't get in that dark space, like the dark space where you get like depressed and you start like doubting yourself and you keep going down that tailspin.
Maybe
like he doesn't mind helping people go into the dark space where they get aggressive and they focus and they want to hurt people. But the one thing about Kittle that they never really appreciate is that he constantly celebrates other people's touchdowns harder than his own now. He constantly makes sure that they get their first touchdown balls, and he's constantly the one that picks people up and is like, don't get down.
Yeah.
And I think we need that more than ever right now because they're getting too many of these games where they get up, they let the other team in, and then people out. And George's that one guy that never really quits until it says 0-0-0.
See, like here's
no matter how bleak it is.
Here's something that's never going to happen, but I always thought it would when I was younger because I didn't understand money yet. But like I always think like if I was a player and I started on the 49ers and I was a rookie and I was great and then I was very good and then I was prime and then I declined, I always thought I still had a home where I played all those years and that I would take a pay cut and they would find places for me to, situational plays and things for me and keep me and retire there. But as you get older, you realize that that's very unlikely these days to happen. And that's sad because with baseball, it used to be even a bigger deal. Like loyalty was a big deal. Like Don Mattingly was always a great hitter, but he never hit home runs. He wasn't like this like one person like army, and we still loved him in New York, and we always kept Don Mattingly no matter what. Imagine Don
I don't
team is just
I don't know if it's so much that the Niners don't want to stay loyal, but it's also the players want to go away, especially when things get rough.
Yeah.
Like think about it. I never thought in a million years Navarro Bowman would have pulled off what Navarro Bowman did. leave almost halfway through the year, decided to go with the Raiders, and then he ended up on a team with a worse record than we ended up having that year.
A lot of factors that we also don't know about. Like, I love football so much. I always played football, but when I went to high school, I hated the people on my team, and the coaches hated me, and I just couldn't play football as much as I loved it. And I went to Pickems Catholic, and I was the only Spanish kid, and I was coming from like West New York, North Bergen, you know where that is. And I was coming there, and I lived in the projects, and they like thought I was some like piece of shit because I came from a crappy area, and I was going to a Catholic school in a nice area, and so they like treated me like crap, and I thought it was messed up, and so I had to change sports in order to actually succeed. It was
The Catholic schools in New Jersey, especially Bergen County, are just
I'm a white person.
Psycho.
Like,
my brother went to Don Bosco with the Sims kid, Matt Sims, at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
I was there.
It's crazy the way that these kids act up here.
Well, Don Bosco, St. Joseph's, like that all was like, now it's huge, but before it wasn't so big. Like, you know, I mean, just time goes by and things just blow up. I mean, you know. So
now hold on, Steve-O, I've done this before, but not 2 dinners. I mean, I think you do like food, buddy. I've done like lunch and then dinner, you know, but I've never like went on 2 dates with chicks for dinner before. That's, you know.
2 chicks at the same time, man.
Probably
Did they make
2
you pay
different
for
dinners.
it?
I'm assuming if he did 2 at the same time, Steve-O's a stud. Now,
Well, not if you had to pay for it.
he might have. All right, well, we got to get on out of here. I got to hit the sack. It's pushing 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Good luck to all of you. I hope none of
yeah,
you got
listen-
attacked on Goosey Night.
Oh yeah, mischief night.
We have these
Attack on-
obnoxious kids up the street that have cops for parents, and they draw penises right outside of our house all the time.
Shaving cream and flour and eggs.
No, literally.
Toilet paper.
No, Kenny, like literally, they like burn a penis in the pavement outside my house.
Yeah, the kids are smarter today.
It's ridiculous.
Well, they have YouTube tutorials on how to do this now.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the best part though is my neighbor across the street got so pissed off about it that they put in one of those Ring cameras, and then they actually sent the footage right to the police department last year, and then they had to come here and repave over what they did because it was just you couldn't deny it anymore.
Messed up, man.
Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoy your bye week. You guys all enjoy the holiday tomorrow, however you choose to celebrate and not celebrate it.
I'm gonna celebrate
Yeah.
it by watching football.
It's a blasphemous pagan holiday. No, I'm kidding.
Foosball? You gonna watch you some foosball?
And then, David, when you turn off the live thing, I want to say something real quick to you guys
Okay.
because I don't
So
want to
we're
put
getting
this
on outta
person's
here,
business
folks.
out there.
So it's always go Niners, and as Corey Davis says, F all